Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
I'm going to tap in for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's a Friday. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, J Black, Sexy Mo. Shawnee Scott, we got a big show for you. Everybody says that, but we really do in real life. Like real life, we got Dr. Smith, straight from Temple University, going down. Michael, Shawn, J Black, Sexy Mo. It's Friday. We got so many stories to tell. We got Sexy Mo who's been through so much. He's been through so much. Somebody's phone is up.
My phone is all the way down.
Let me see. Check. Okay. All right. All right. We got Sexy Mo who went through a whole bunch of whatever, trying to go on vacation. And God bless her, because I do the same thing. Also, we got football season. Hey,
football is back.
Yes.
And all my people on IG Live from the DFW, I know you're Cowboy fans. I'm sorry I'm not. I'm a Giant fan. So last night when it went down, how it went down.
Oh, poor Cowboys.
It was absolutely amazing. It was scary at the same time. Look, real quick, then we'll get off the sports. Dak Prescott is actually the truth. So shout to Dak Prescott. Jay Black, how was your night?
My night was great. Big Brother was a double eviction, and I had football. So, I had my Big Brother. For those people watching Big Brother. Absolutely. It was a double eviction mode. It's the first season. We got a whole black cast. Somebody black.
What type of man are you? You went back and forth, didn't you?
Yes, I did, because it was live. It was a double live eviction. I'm back and forth between plays. I'm rewinding Tom Brady to see how he's going to crush these Cowboys. And I'm going back to Big Brother, and I'm DVRing between commercials, and it was a back and forth night for me. But it felt good. It felt good to have football back. But don't laugh at Big Brother.
That is so funny to me that you watch Big Brother. Like I'm so thrown by that.
The man that's horrible. We have to have an intervention right now. Like, what is going on?
Some of the shows that Jay Black watch, I mean, he already ruined my life by making me watch that doggone Locked Up for Love or Love After Lockup.
Yes. What's up, Mustafa? Yes. Love After Lockup. But Big Brother's a big deal. It's the first time somebody black is actually going to win. There's only 6 black people left. It has never happened before. Whereas a house of all black people. Like, they're usually the first to go.
Oh my God. Everybody.
The fight's in there.
Oh my God. The first black people ever on Big Brother.
No, that's going to win. Yeah.
That's going to win. How long they been on? It
was like 53 weeks now.
Yeah. No. How long?
Big Brother's been 20 since 2000. It's been 20. Yeah. Yes. It's been 20.
Never watched one show.
Yeah.
20 years and the first time. Oh my God.
Over 20 years, first time somebody's black is actually going to win Big Brother.
In 20 years, and you still support.
Plus years. Yeah, I mean, it's still a good show. It's interesting to watch. You see the gameplay, the manipulation, the lies. It's fun to watch.
You sound invested. You sound very invested.
I watched a lot.
In 20 years, these white folks decided right now, the first chance for a black person to win, and you still supporting it.
Yeah. They had a different casting director, so they had more black people there. So it was 6 out of 16. So 6 people were black out of 16. Generally, it's 1 or 2 people.
So who won?
Well, it's still going on. It's down to the final 6.
Okay, who are the final 6? Who are the final 6?
Well, you want the names? So Xavier is in the house. Tiffany
knows the names.
I'm supporting Tiff as my number 1, and then Xavier for number 2 for those who watch Big Brother. Those are my top 2. And then you got Kai, and then you got Hannah, aka Chata. And then you got Big D and Azza. So yeah, those are the final 6.
Oh my God, I
That's
don't
a
know
Big
what to
Brother
say.
update. Big
He
Brother
knows the
report.
final six.
Yes.
He knows them by name,
Oh,
Michael Shawn.
absolutely.
Oh my
I'm invested.
God.
All my chips are in. I need to see how this ends. I'm all in.
Chips are in a
so
what?
invested.
Following through to see through the end. You know, you can't watch. Some people can watch some episodes and they miss others. No, I can't miss. I got to be all in.
How your chips? Who your chips on?
Oh, I'm going for Tiffany, but it doesn't look like she's going to win because the guy Kylan won HOH late last night. I saw on my feeds.
HOH. Nobody knows what he's talking about.
I have no clue what the hell he's talking about.
Nobody knows what he's talking about. She has HOH and HIV. What are you talking? What is HOH?
Yeah, HOH is the head of household. So you win head of household, and then you vote to nominate two
Are they
people.
filing
for eviction.
taxes? The hell?
Oh my God! What?
Good morning, Shelly.
Good? Hey, Shelly, how you doing?
Good morning, Ashley Newman.
Oh my God.
Good morning, Jay Sweet Cheek. She's looking. Well, she's listening and watching from Germany.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to Germany, HOH.
Yes.
You know what that is? You know what HOH?
You know what HOH. Good
She
morning,
knows
Kathy.
what HOH is.
You don't know what it is.
Kathy
So,
Black. Go ahead.
so yesterday was the episode. So in the at the end, what goes next? What happened at the end?
Well, they keep playing it out week by week until they get the final two, and then the members of the jury.
But what was the big deal at the end? There has to be a big deal.
Oh, they get money. They get paid. So it's $750,000. So the winner gets $750K.
Jesus Christ!
And then the second place get like 75,000. And then it's a fan favorite. They throw some money to the fan favorite because everybody in the winner, but you have a fan favorite. But Big Brother is fun. It's cool. Like I said, the live feeds, I can go on right now and watch what they're doing.
Why would you do that?
It's gameplay. I want to see what's going on, who's plotting, who's conspiring, what's going on before the show airs.
I've never seen Jay Black this vested in something that wasn't making him money.
In a football game. I've never seen him like
making
this in a
him money.
football
Like,
game.
this is crazy.
Yeah, I like Big Brother. Shoot me.
But why?
Because
What's the incentive?
The incentive is the pay. You watching a show is no different than any other show when they eliminate. So you watch Survivor. I watch Survivor too. You watch Survivor?
No,
no, we don't. No,
we don't watch those shows.
We don't.
You watch MTV's The Challenge. MTV's The Challenge.
No.
That one. No elimination shows. Okay.
No. Jesus.
I mean, I don't watch it, but you watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. And those shows I don't watch. It's like
no. How about this?
Yeah, I don't
I only have a certain amount of curses now because we have an audience. Fuck no.
Dang, use one of your, drop the F-bomb. Use one of your cuss words.
Bachelor.
Good morning, Afro Queen.
Like I've seen people even DJ Envy so caught up in it. Like, stop. Like what? Like why? Why am I watching a Bachelor with a bunch of single women? Why? Why?
Competition. It's fun. Stuff like that is fun.
Watch football. Football is competition.
Yes. And that game last night, for those who didn't watch, was an amazing season opening football game between those Cowboys, and the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay, Tom Brady. That's the first time I felt myself rooting for Tom Brady. I generally don't like Tom Brady, but he's starting to grow on me a little bit.
He's starting to grow on you a little bit.
Yeah.
Just for last night. Just for last night.
Correct. He even thanked his parents and his wife. He never talks like that. I said, he's 44, right? He's older.
He's older.
How about I haven't checked all the stats and everything. Both quarterbacks threw the ball over 50 times.
That's crazy.
Yes.
The NFL really is a video game.
Passing league.
Yeah, this is.
It's not even a passing league.
Real life Madden.
It's a video game. It's really a video game. I think Dak Prescott was 58 pass attempts and
what?
Yeah, 58. Somebody had 58 pass attempts.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, over 400 yards passing, 403 yards.
Tom Brady had 52 pass attempts. They threw the ball over 100 times yesterday. Yeah, and the announcers never even acknowledged
it.
How crazy that is. Like, we're really in the Madden era. All right, so let's
and Shawn Robinson said Pat Croce might have died. I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. That didn't come across my desk.
Sixers
that
owner
would
Pat
be
Croce.
horrible.
So yeah, not sure. He said speaking of sports.
Damn.
Go ahead.
All right, Mo, how was your night last night? I know Mo. She went on a
trip on a big old rocket ship.
He went on a trip for the D, and so that's all it was.
You keep saying it's for the D. It's really not. It's my birthday next week, and so I'm going on a trip. I so many other people have probably lost their passport. And it's not lost. It's in my house somewhere. I've torn up my whole house, couldn't find it. And the nearest appointment.
Mo, that is the epitome of lost.
Oh, yeah.
It's in my house. Actually, that's the whole definition of lost. It's in my house, but I can't find it. Mm-hmm. Definition of lost. It's lost.
It's lost. And
so you drove 13 hours. Go ahead.
Yes, I drove 13 hours. I had to go to Buffalo, New York to get my passport. Yeah. Which is like one hop, skip, and a jump from Canada. But I got to take the kid to Niagara Falls for the first time. He enjoyed it. He took a lot of pictures. He said, Mom, the people down there who's getting in the boat, who's going near the waterfall, they're ridiculous. I was like, good, my son has common sense.
Oh. You made it worth it. She made it worth the trip. You got the sightseeing.
On her trip for the D, she literally, that's what I'm talking about. Manipulation is amazing. She was like, I'm going to take my son. We're going to turn this into like we're going to turn some history between us.
He did. He learned about energy, water. And he was like, this is great.
And you was only there because you were trying to get the passport to get real energy. Yeah. But it's good.
Did that real work?
He enjoyed it. It was a whole storm, though. I walked into a storm. We left at like midnight to get there for my appointment in the morning. And when I tell you, those trucks are road bullies. They ain't care about cars. They ain't care about nothing on the turnpike. It was crazy.
Yo, look, don't get mad at me, but I'm gonna say this. Mo woke her son up at midnight to get in a car to drive 6 hours.
He wanted to go. He wanted to go to Buffalo.
No, he did not. Stop lying. You were like, we got to get in this car because Mama got some passport D waiting.
Mama got to have a life too.
Did you get the passport?
Did you get it?
Yes, I got the passport card, and one's going in my safe, and the other one is going in the other safe when I finish. I need to have some type of balance and security in my life.
So why were they the only ones that can replace your passport?
Like, so right now, for whatever reason, the passport places are backed up. It's like months waiting time to get your passport. So if you got your passport, put it in a safe. If you're not using it, you don't have to use it. Last time I used it was when I was in Puerto Rico in September. I didn't need to use it. I could have just used my driver's license. But for whatever reason, the next place that was available was Dallas, Texas. And I couldn't get a late flight last minute, Dallas, Texas. So
they tell
you actually could have, but the gentleman funding this trip that you've broken your neck for, the gentleman
I am not breaking my neck.
Oh, you broke your neck. Like you broke your neck for this. Does he know how you broke your neck for this?
No, technically, no, he does not. I didn't want to set an alarm to say I could not find my passport.
I think you should allow him to know how you broke your neck.
Okay.
To get this passport. Now you're going to what island? Where are you going?
I'm only going to Jamaica.
Oh, you're going to Jamaica? I thought you were going to Iran or
no. I'm going to go back to Dubai though. That's for sure. But no, right now I'm only going to Jamaica.
Well, Dubai, you got to cover your body, sweetheart. Dubai. I don't know why y'all wouldn't go there.
So actually, it's not like you think.
Okay.
And so no, but I did out of respect in certain places. I did. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to Jamaica.
Yes.
And you're going when?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So why don't you let him know how much you did to get this passport? Why? You don't want to seem thirsty?
So I wouldn't call it thirsty. I just don't want to set off an alarm, a panic. If somebody say, all right.
What's the alarm?
The alarm is you can't find your passport, and which means that you wouldn't be able to go. So I'll laugh about it later with him. Yeah, I'll tell him later.
My passport for the D.
So you shouldn't tell him you drove almost 13 hours for it.
Well, it's not just for this trip, Shawn. I'm going other places, so I need my passport.
Oh my God. This is why the only person who can be with me, is Stacy. That's it. She's the only person in the world.
Stacey would have drove to get her passport
No,
for you.
she would not. You drove. You did not do this for future vacations. You did it for this vacation.
Yes, it's my birthday.
So why
trip.
won't you?
I am going.
Why won't you tell him what you did?
Oh no, I'm going to tell him. I just didn't want to tell him during the process because I didn't want him to panic.
Oh, you're considerate of his feelings. Amazing.
I'm being considerate. I'm a considerate person, Michael Shawn. I'm a very considerate person.
Oh my God, the vitamin D that he's giving you must be amazing. It must be amazing.
Well, I'm involuntary celibate right now. I told you guys, right now, it's on sabbatical. Hey girl.
Yeah, whatever. That's why you drove 13 hours. I think you should let him know of all the backflips that you did to get this. Because I would have tapped out. I'm like, all right, I'm good.
You would have said you're not going?
Yeah, I'd have been like, I'm good. I'm not driving 13 hours. Unless there was some waterfall that was waiting for me. Kathy, you don't have to cover your body when you go to the bar.
No, you don't.
Okay, Kathy, go to the first of all, go to the wrong spot. Go to the wrong spot. And y'all get that little uppity American attitude. Go to the wrong spot.
I was very, very cognitive of certain things that I wore. Of course, not in the hotel. Hotel was different, but walking around Dubai and going to different places. Abu Dhabi is more like family friendly. I definitely covered up.
So after the break, Mike.
What? Oh yeah, we got a break now.
Don Page, shut up. I told him that the girl is on sabbatical. She's she's in. Yeah. You see what he wrote, right?
Yeah, I mean it'll all be it'll all be some lies. It won't be after this weekend. Yeah, everybody claims they on some sabbatical. Like I get it, I understand. But I mean it could be a sabbatical, but not.
I said involuntary. Sabbatical. Yes, involuntary. Yeah, it's not my choice.
For how long? For how long? We got to take a break. How long?
It's been over 6 months.
Okay, you done slipped up in 6 months.
No. I haven't.
Okay. All right. Don't get your sexy voice with me now. All right. All right. We'll take a break. We come back. It's Mike and Shawn. And when we come back, we'll find out how many times Sexy Mo literally has lied on herself and her sabbatical. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. I know. She don't want to mess up that trip to Jamaica that she drove 13 hours to get a goddamn passport. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah, y'all. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. So everybody thinks talent is this guy, this jolly guy that just like, it's all good. You could say whatever you want to him. Until one night I saw him at a comedy club. And I'm not going to bring up the comedian, but somebody forgot talent was 6'6". And said something crazy, and nobody realizes I saw talent leave the comedy club and chase this dude down. I'm not saying no. Wow. I'm not saying no names.
That's okay. I chose them too. You can say it's France. No.
Can you please tell the story on why you rushed out?
First of all, it was one of those nights where the radio hosted a midweek show at Caroline's on Broadway. And then out of nowhere, I watched him segue into my bit. Totally stole my shit. I'm like, so I can't sit through this. Now I'm like, I go out in the lobby trying to figure out, how do I approach him? Do I approach him? So when he comes out, he finishes, I approach him politely. I'm like, hey, bro, what's up? Good set. And I shook his hand. And while I shook his hand, I'm holding his hand. I said, hey, but let me ask you a question. Like, how you going to just steal my whole bit? And he looked at me and said, he said, what bit? So when I said what it was, he said the dumbest shit you could say when somebody approached you like that. I said, the bit with the blah, blah, blah. He went, oh, no, I stole that from somebody else. And I said, yeah. And then he did like this because I'm still holding his hand. He did like this. Show for me, so he's getting loud, takes his shirt off, security's coming over. So I smoothly go to the bar so they don't know it's me because I don't want to ruin my whole little connection with the club. Right. So I'm just gonna watch him. When he left, I left. I went around the corner, bro. pushed him down the little train thing, and I was trying to like get him to fight me, but he wouldn't fight me. So I got frustrated. I just started choking the shit out. I just started. And if it wasn't for a couple of comedians passing by, it was the funniest thing because you choke somebody. They start peeling one finger at a time.
Get off them. Get off.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Yeah, yo.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Tap in. Good morning, people. It's Friday. We have made it to Friday. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Shout out to Talent the comedian. He's got some funny, ridiculous, whatever. Oh, goodness.
Well, it ain't Friday until we play this. It ain't Friday.
Hey, burn!
Now it's Friday.
Shout out to Friday. Okay, did I tell? I didn't tell y'all the story. Okay, so I'm on a flight yesterday, and I'm leaving DFW, and we land in Atlanta. Then we catch the connecting flight, and then I'm chilling, watching. Oh, hold up, I did write that down. So, what's the one show that you think when you tell people you've never watched, people judge you? Like people actually judge you.
Big Brother with you?
No, nobody. Nobody.
Are you saying like culturally? Are you saying like for black people?
I don't know who's more annoying, you or Jay Black. God damn, just a show that you don't watch, Mo. Like a hot ass show, that you go like, you didn't watch that.
So I was a late comer to The Wire, and people were like, "You never watched The Wire?
Oh, what? That's why you say
never watched The Wire." And so I had to sit and like binge watch The Wire a long time ago, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I got it."
Oh, I get what you're saying, culturally. I apologize.
Yes.
Yeah, you suck for that. Where were you?
They're like, what?
That's back when there was no even Netflix or Hulu. That was straight HBO. I know you had HBO. Why you ain't watched The Wire?
Because I was dating guys. It was like The Wire. Like I didn't need the show.
This motherfucker.
I didn't need the show at the time.
Just tap that microphone. I was dating dudes. That was the actual. That was The Wire.
I didn't need all that. So
get back on IG. Mo was like, I was dating The Wire. I was dating The Fuse, The Connection.
Don said Empire. That was one of the shows that some people were late on.
All right. So
Chicago.
There are two shows that I've never watched ever.
Okay.
And on Delta, and it's not because I don't want to watch them. It was like for some reason I didn't know how to actually get to them. So yesterday on Delta, I'm on Delta. I put my little headphones in. I'm like, it's all good. I'm looking at the TV series. I go from the movies to the TV series. Do you know I've never watched ATL? Not the movie, the series.
Oh, the series.
I'm about to say
I've never watched ATL. Dog. So I get giddy. Jay, you've never watched it either, have you?
I was gonna let you finish.
You've never watched it either.
Wait, what is ATL the series? I know the movie.
What?
This is America.
Yes.
Oh boy. How did I forget his name that quick? The same guy who did This Is America. Dog. What's his name? What the hell? How am I forgetting this? No, Kathy, not the haves and have-nots. No.
That's my grandmother's and my mother's favorite show. They were like, I can't believe you don't watch it. It's so good.
So they're two Childish Gambino.
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
It's ATL I've never seen, and I've never seen The Shy. I've never seen The Shy.
No, The Shy I was late.
I've never.
I was late on The Shy. I just did The Shy. I got caught up in all of you. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be the cornball right now on a Friday. I'm gonna be the super cornball, and y'all be like, oh my God, like you are. How you never seen ATL? Yeah, Childish Gambino, and that damn show is genius.
It's good, yeah.
It's genius. Like I literally had my little earbuds connected in, and was laughing out loud on a plane. And the dude next to me, he looked and he was like, yo, take your thing out. And I took my earbud. He said, you ain't never watched ATL? And I was like, no.
All right, break it down. Who is it? Somebody getting shot? Is it drugs? Is it gunplay? Like
it is the hood. It's the hood that meets Friends, the TV show, the sitcom Friends. It's literally like so smart, but at the same time so hood. Like they got one whole episode.
Smart hood. Okay.
Have you ever seen Friends?
I never watched Friends.
Have you ever seen not Friends? My bad. Seinfeld. Have you ever seen Seinfeld?
I never watched. I never was into Seinfeld.
Jesus Christ. This guy watches nothing that ain't. Oh my God.
But you watched The Brother.
Martin? You said Martin? Oh, hell yeah, I watched Martin.
But you watch Big Brother.
But you watch Big Brother.
Yes, Big Brother. I'm all in.
All right.
But go ahead. So you saying it? I get the concept. Friends were like a bunch of white people. They were friends and living together in an apartment or something, right? I think I get the gist of that.
Have you ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Nah, never watched. I know JB Smooth was on there.
The only white shit that you watch is Big Brother.
Yeah, it ain't about me though. I'm trying to understand. I guess you're trying to get me to understand.
The only white thing that you watch is Big Brother.
I love Big Brother. I love Survivor.
Yeah. Shameless is good too. Yes, Rochelle. Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. I was trying to make this about me.
You and Mo, you talk to Mo about it. You talk to Mo about it because
ATL.
I get it, Mike.
Is one of the most well-written comedies I've ever watched. But it's basically Seinfeld meets Boys in the Hood meets like it's so like the lead character, Childish Gambino's lead character went to Harvard. Mm-hmm. He goes to Harvard, but he still hangs out with dudes that are like rappers. What's the Paperboy and the whole nine. It's such like Jay, you have to watch this.
Is it like the white comedy? Because I don't really do the hard body white comedy.
It's all black people, Jay.
It is all black people. Okay, all right.
Oh my God,
what network is it on? How do I find it? How do I find ATL?
It's on Hulu. It should be on Hulu now.
FX. It's FX, so it's on Hulu. Yeah. It's on Hulu. Oh my God.
I get one episode a shot. I get the first episode a shot. Like that's the Shy. I watch the Shy.
You have to binge watch that. You have to binge watch it. You have to set aside a weekend, Mike, and just kind of like binge watch.
No, I'm gonna watch the Shy, but you watch Big Brother. What the fuck are you talking about?
Big Brother is a competition. People get eliminated. It's a difference for me. I love competition shows. I do.
Mike, don't let Jay get you all flustered to where you use all your cuss words in one hour. Just
he watches the wackest show ever with white folks and black folks on it.
Yes, Insecure is a good show. Yes,
an amazing
show. Shout out to Issa Rae. Show. Yes.
You watch that, Jay Black? No.
You've never watched Insecure.
I'm very aware of the show, but I've never watched.
Aware of the show.
I am. I'm very culturally aware of it. I know that Issa Rae is the truth.
Culturally, we're gonna take your black card today, Jay Black.
No, but Jay's like, that's a little white. I mean, there's a lot of black people on there, but that's a little white. Oh my God, Jay, we gotta expand. Like, you know what is a good thing? Use Big Brother as your launching pad.
Okay.
So you're watching stuff like that. So now what I want you to do is have an open mind. American Horror Stories is amazing, Stephanie. It's a little disturbing.
I can't watch it. Yeah.
It gets dark to the point where you better be fully sober and not high when you watch that.
I would think little things or I'll be doing like this all the time. Yeah, I can't watch it. It's crazy.
But Jay, when you watch Big Brother, I want you to watch. I want you to have the same open mind that you watch white people being nosy, watching other people. Keep your mind open.
Expand your visual palette.
Seinfeld is hilarious.
Yeah, the white comedy. I never was a fan of the white comedy. I mean, I'm just being honest.
You're watching a white comedy. It's called Big Brother. You're watching a white comedy. It's not comedy.
That's a competition. But like once again, we're very transparent on the show. So forgive me if I offended somebody. But yeah, the white is a difference. White comedy is different than black comedy.
You know what comedy? No, it's not.
Comedy is comedy. First of all.
No. Funny is funny.
Funny is funny.
If you close your mind off, funny is funny. Like bottom line, funny is funny.
Okay, if you say so, I'm let you live. But it is a difference when Jerry Seinfeld do a joke versus
No, it's not.
Eddie Murphy.
No, it's not.
They are. They're different.
If
They're
it's
just
really
different.
funny, it's gonna transcend.
No, it's not. Like Jerry Seinfeld, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, and all them dudes hang out together.
Okay.
It's not. You just gotta let yourself be silly. You let yourself be silly when Martin is doing a character with snot running down his nose.
Hilarious.
That's not hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Lil Roscoe, hilarious.
Say.
And you guys let yourself be silly with everything else. Adam Sandler is one of the funniest dudes.
Yes.
His movies, dog.
I agree.
I don't give a damn what movie it is. I'm in with Adam Sandler. I'm in.
He's in Philly filming a movie right now called Hustle. Oh, we get to talk to Aaron Smith, our professor, because he has some background scenes for that movie to see how it went when he comes in.
Yeah, because we get the, you know how we do. We got the background scenes.
But we can always, the Freeway is in it too. We can reach out to Freeway or even Adam himself.
Background scenes. I'm with Ashley. He is funny. IG Live, y'all. I see y'all trying to pop a little bit. Seinfeld, Ashley says Seinfeld is hilarious. They had one episode where the whole episode was them being lost in the parking garage. True story.
Yes.
I've been there. I've been there.
Yes, the Upshaws, Stephanie says the Upshaws. That's really funny too.
There you go.
The Upshaws
is hilarious.
Go. Yes.
Stephanie, man, my sister's house, this red ball just rolled out in the hallway. I'm not using my rest of my curses.
See?
The ish effed with me for a week being a American Horror Story.
Yeah,
yes.
That's why I don't watch it. That is why I don't watch it. I can't watch
American Horror Story. Roscoe's dope.
Yeah, Roscoe was dope. Yeah.
All right.
Tam. Good morning, Tam.
Tam done woke up one of my favorite episode. See? Tam no. Jay just don't give it a chance. Jay be so biased. Jay just be like, it's a bunch of white people. But then he watches Big Brother, and I'm like, what?
You have to expand your horizons, Jay.
I am. We have a friend of ours who's going to be on the Dr. Phil show. Actually, he's going to be a guest next week. Dr. Phil got that new show, House Calls. That's a white show, right? But we have a friend of ours, Dolphin, from Philly down to ATL.
Yeah, shout out to Dolphin. I did see the teaser for that. Shout out to Dolphin.
So that's Dr. Phil. That's a white show. So I expand. I've been watching that series.
But Dr. Phil is not technically a white show, Jay Black.
He's a white show. Jay just relates to it because he used to mess with Oprah.
I do support my people, though.
All right, let's get to these stories and let's get it popping. How much time we have? It is 7:39 on the East Coast, 6:39 Central Standard Time, and on the West Coast, we don't even know because I'm not trying to calculate all that. What we got going on?
Actually, Akon is in the news. Michael Williams passed away. Michael K. Williams, and Akon was out in the news, and they was asking him. Matter of fact, I probably should just play the clip, let you hear it, and then overall, he just basically said, "Rich people got more problems than poor people."
Oh, you want to play the clip, Jay? You want to play the clip? It's all Jay right now. When Jay said we gonna play the clip, he gotta press the button, damn it.
Right.
Reach out and check on each other, man, because we never really know what we're going through. Yeah. This business creates this environment where everyone's wearing a mask. No one tells you what really is going on in your life. So real friends can't really even advise you because they don't really know what's happening, because we put on this facade of success, but yet behind the face, there's so much happening.
Even the famous and the rich are going through it.
Dude, the famous and the rich go through more issues than the poor. When they say more money, more problems, that's a real thing.
So he's getting drugged. He's getting criticized a lot by saying.
Okay, let's be clear, y'all. I know what he was saying.
I get what he was saying.
Yes, but the rich don't go through more than the poor. So I know what he was saying. He got caught up.
Mm-hmm.
He got caught up. Let's be clear. When you're rich, you can't say when somebody can't find something to eat,
right,
that the rich go more through the poor.
Yeah, I think his message just got lost. Yeah, he should. Yeah, maybe.
It's very easy to say that when you're rich. When you're depressed, you can call a psychiatrist, a therapist. You can get medicine. At the end of the day, at your worst, you're still living in a home, a nice home. And I'm not saying you're not miserable, but at the same time, can we all just be like, okay, we get it. You did a little too much right there. Like dragging him.
No, he's getting drugged. Because he's definitely.
We live in a cancel culture. Everybody, for the least little thing, we want to cancel him. So.
But at the same time, if you give him space to talk, Whitney died in a bathtub, and she was rich.
Now, if you're going with addiction as being a part of, having it harder and kicking those type of habits, well, then again, you still can't, because it's poor people that's addicted to on drugs. Like I don't know where you're going with that.
I mean, the money gives you just more access.
But if I blow my head off and I shoot my head off, what's the difference between me being rich or poor? Like, I get what he's saying. At the end of the day, if I blow my head off like Kurt Cobain from Nirvana, what's the difference? But you got to slow down. Like, there are people out here really
who don't have food on the table,
who ain't got nothing. So
anything.
But once again, when TMZ gets you on an interview, you can't
outside the car.
You can't expand on your point.
Yes.
You can't expand on it. But I see why Akon would be like, if he had to do it over again, he'd be like, okay, this is what I mean. Depression is depression no matter what. Whether you're rich or poor.
Right.
Suicidal thoughts are suicidal thoughts, rich or poor. Right. But if I had to have suicidal thoughts and had to pick, would I be rich or be homeless?
Because you can throw money.
Rich for 200.
Yeah, because you can throw money at a lot of things to fix problems. It depends on what your problems are. But yeah, there's certain aspects.
If I was bipolar, would I rather be rich bipolar or poor bipolar?
Yeah, give me crazy rich. Give me.
Let me see. Would I rather be Kanye releasing an album or Kanye wearing overalls in front of a grocery store? I'm taking Kanye releasing an album.
Right.
And I'm sure
it's gonna change.
I'm sure Akon don't care, but I'm just saying, like, come on.
No, he's going to apologize. The way some of the comments of people coming at him, he's going to apologize.
But when, like you said, when TMZ got that mic shoved in your face and they edited and you getting these sound bites, it's always lost in context. It is. It's always.
But you know what it is also. It's not just lost in context, is that when they stick that mic, it's something about wanting to say something important. And everybody wants to say something important. I've been there too. And you want to, you know what the easiest way is? When somebody says, question, you're like, I'm just praying for everybody.
Generic. No, when you say that I'm just going to pray for you, or I'm praying for everybody, that shuts everything down. It shuts everything down, because what do you say after that?
And then if they try and get slick, well, what if somebody doesn't believe in God? Whatever
you believe in,
whatever your higher power is.
Yes.
Your higher power could be a flower. It's whatever it is. Literally, you could have heroin in one pocket, cocaine in another pocket, and just go like, I just want to pray for everybody.
Yes.
Just keep it moving. Yeah, but we want to know about, you know what you want to know about? My prayers.
Yeah.
I pray for everybody. What about R. Kelly?
Bless his soul. Bless his soul.
What about the girls he peed on? I pray for them. What about the mattress? The mattress that got peed on.
Even the mattress?
Not the mattress.
I pray for the mattress.
Oh God.
You're right. That's how you shut everything down.
No, but you gotta. But when at Mike, you feel like giving your bed David Burns. Rich people have problems just like anyone else. Dave. The difference is they don't have to worry about those things needed for basic human survival. Okay, Dave, I get it, Dave. Dave, don't make me call you a stupid dummy on Friday.
No.
I love Dave. I love Dave.
No.
Put his comment back on. Let me break his comment back down.
Break it down.
Rich people have problems just like anyone else. Yes, they do. They actually do. And you're right about that. The only problem is that when they have their problems, they get to sit on that couch and literally chill. So sometimes you got to acknowledge that, like, hey, it's tough. It's tough. I get it. Rich people have problems, but the fact that you have a 75,000 inch screen TV, a ceiling that is literally
Did you press a remote and
7
it comes down?
stories high, and the fact that you can literally whatever you want can be at your call, beck and call at that point. But I get it; they do have problems too. They do have problems.
They probably
do have
supporting
problems.
all their family and friends. Probably everybody hitting them up for cash, investments.
But everybody's not like that. Like we all look at everybody being rich like that. We all look at it. There's a rich person who got rich that nobody calls because he's like, I give no money out.
I ain't doing nothing for none of y'all.
None of y'all.
Yeah, even the mattress. Yeah, that was funny.
So Akon, I mean, we just gotta be careful, Stephanie. It's over when TMZ is the source. Yo, TMZ helping these B or C famous people for restarting a comeback because of stupid dummy comments. Okay.
Oh, he's not A-list. Akon ain't A-list. He's B and C-list.
No, but I get it, Steph.
Akon is low key rich.
Yeah, but I mean, celebrity-wise, he's
kind of out of the limelight.
He's not the Kardashians.
But that's why he's in the mix. That's why he's in the mix, because how much money he has. All right, so let's go to the next story.
Yeah, you got to well, actually, we only
got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Back to Akon. You ignorant bitch. I'm just playing, Akon. I'm just playing. I'm trying to fill the last 2 minutes.
Yes, it is. Happy birthday, Stacy, my fellow Virgo sister. Happy birthday,
Virgo love.
All right, yes. How old are you? Be gangster. How old are you? Put that on it.
Don't do that. Don't
be gangster.
Don't do that. Women 50. Don't tell their age.
I'm about to say, you gonna say your age?
I'm 50. Be gangster. Let's go.
Don't do that shit.
Let's go. How old are you? Right. J Black. Yes, I agree. Oh Lord. Good morning. Yes. Everybody say happy birthday to Stacy.
Happy birthday,
on
Stacy.
IG Live. I'm waving back. Akon,
hopefully you woke up to something very special and
in your mouth. In your mouth.
Is that a birthday gift for her to wake up with something in her mouth?
Did she? Right.
Stacy, what you wake up with?
The gift that keeps on giving.
on the corner? Did you wake up? Stacy,
you are terrible.
Let us know. Or not even, no, it's your birthday, so it shouldn't be in your mouth. It should be directly, yeah. Somebody should have their mouth in your, exactly.
So so she's 51. I don't think, do you celebrate? That's not a big, 51 is just 51,
yes,
right?
It is. Listen.
You celebrate every day before you die.
Yes. That's you, Jay Black, that we trying to get broken. We trying to break you out of that.
No, Jay, one day, I hope that Jay one
day. Just another day.
I hope I don't visit Jay one day and he'll be like, yo, I should have celebrated those birthdays.
Got a lot of birthday love out there, Stacey.
Yes.
Good morning, action.
Good morning, action. What's good? Shout out to Stacy. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning. Happy birthday. The whole nine. I hope you have a great, I don't know if you got somebody in your life that you could make it pop off tonight. Like,
hopefully somebody really makes it pop off for her all day.
No, 50. Nobody's 50
is a major 50 is a major blessing. That's a milestone. But she's 51.
You halfway to death.
Stop.
Oh my God.
No, you halfway to death. You over halfway to death.
At 51, yes. I'm pretty sure she knows some things. She's more wiser. I'm pretty sure she, you know.
Well, you're a female. Your average life expectancy is in like the 80s. But guess what? But by the time you hit like 75, like it's a waste of time. So let me tell y'all something. Live your life now, Stacy.
Oh, maybe she did wake up with something in her mouth.
Oh, nice.
You got a husband. There you go, Stacy. These little slut bags out here. You got a husband.
Yeah, don't listen to me. Well, we know hers ain't on sabbatical. She got living peen.
No, she got a husband. Cece's little slutty twerking 40-year-old TikTok making bitches. Teach them, girl.
You said 40-year-old TikTok making bitches.
You got a man. It's about you 50. 50.
Shout out to you, Stay.
God bless. All right, we
Jay
got to take a
Sweet
break.
says happy birthday, Rochelle. You get love on IG as well, Stacy. You're not even on there. So yes,
Happy birthday
Stacey.
to Stacy. She 51 and she got a husband. She got a husband.
Call it in-house. I call it in-house.
I feel like an extra on Color Purple. She got a husband. It's not in-house, Jay Black. It's called a wife. Like, you're disrespectful. You're such a disrespectful, like, God. I don't have any curses left.
Some men get married because they want in-house.
It's not in-house. It's your wife. What are you doing here?
We'll be back.
Jay Black.
We'll be back. We'll talk more. We got Howard Stern in the news. We got our Dr. Aaron Smith should be coming up too right after the break.
I'm going to ask Dr. Aaron Smith, is it healthy to call your wife in-house? We'll come back. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend. And I'm taking a Black and Mild break. So if I'm not back by the time this commercial thing, because we're getting used to this, then y'all just go, because I need a Black and Mild break. All right, Takeover Legend. Yeah, yo. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
What's the biggest takeaway that you took from just being on that show, working with Diddy, like the experience? What's the biggest takeaway for you?
Oh, okay. Got you. Well, behind the scenes, it was a grueling process when we recorded. So whenever we would do a song, especially me, I always got kind of a lot of scrutiny because I was the better MC in their eyes. So they will always make me write 5 verses for the first verse, and then pick the best one, then 5 verses for the second verse, then pick the best one, and then 5 verses for the third verse, then pick the best one. So every time I wrote a song, I wrote 15 fucking verses.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah, yo.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do.
Michael Shawn wears
Tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my 6-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
Mike Shawn wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah! Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Yeah, y'all. It's a Friday. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Check us out on Media Room 360 TV. Download the app. You can catch us on the YouTube behind me. You can catch that on Takeover Legends or Media Room 360. All right. Do we have anybody that we can shout out that we actually are we on another affiliate now? Oh, we are.
Still to be continued. More to come. Other affiliates.
Y'all, all my kids went to school, and Stacey went to work.
The house is quiet,
so I can do it. I can do it. I can get butt naked right now. I can do whatever I want right now.
Time out. We don't want no.
This is not going to be a
I
fairless
can do.
Bueller's Day Off type of situation. You cannot run in the house naked, Michael Shawn.
Okay, let me ask everybody something. When you take out the trash, do you have a recycling bin? Like
Yes.
you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have the regular trash, right? Do you have one, Jay?
I don't do all. Yeah. We recycle. Yeah. Yeah, we got the regular one. There's the recycle bin, and we make sure we put all our cups and cans in separately. We separate the boxes and everything. Go ahead. What are you talking about?
Jay don't recycle.
Jay, do they give you a green
or blue?
Big ass
blue.
Or blue? Do they give you one?
Yeah.
And why don't you separate? Why?
No,
why
I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying I don't.
You just did. I know you did.
I know you don't separate.
You're supposed to recycle. It helps the environment.
Why wouldn't you recycle? Why?
I do, Mike. No, sorry, I do recycle. Right, I do. Recycling is important. So for those,
no, he doesn't. He doesn't want that smoke. He does not. He throws everything, the aluminums. He throws everything in the same trash can. I know he does. You don't. You do, don't you?
No, recycling is really important for the environment. So recycling is important for those out there. And Stacy said, "Thanks so much for all the love." Yes, but yeah, so recycling is important. So why you don't recycle, or do you recycle?
No,
Where you going?
I absolutely do. And then Stacy called me, and then one day, yes, Mike, all 4 boys in school in Philly. Yes, all the kids in school. So I do both
every other week.
It's every other week, and so we had this big ass blue, like hefty container joint, like it's the size of like almost me, and and somebody stole it.
Who still? They give those out for free. Who steals those?
Who wants to waste time ordering another one, requested another one? They might charge you. Who knows?
Oh my god!
So I got to call the township to get it. So now, when the trash goes out, because I'm not here in Jersey a lot. Well, I am here a lot, but not as much as I should be. So now when I go out there and I take the trash out, I look around like, which one of y'all stole it? And I check
stolen.
And I'm like, somebody really gripped up my recycled container.
You're supposed to put your number on it, your house number. Just put that spray paint on there.
It was already on there. So somebody gripped it up. And every time I walk out there, it's a beautiful day in New Jersey right now. It's so nice. The sun is like probably like 69, 70 degrees right now. And I'm like, okay. And I keep looking around as if I'm going to be able to figure out.
Nah. Because if somebody took it, it's probably from a different block with the same number than it was already on there.
But we don't even live on that like the block. Like we're like we got a little like development. I'm like somebody got me for a big ass blue recycle container.
And the only responsible.
Yeah. So the only thing is I'm trying to figure out what, like when I walk the dog, I look around like on days when you put out the recycle and I go like, does it just say my address or is there a certain number on it?
I gotta go check. I never paid attention.
Because I'm not the person to get into a fight over dumb stuff. But if I knew that was my recycled thing in front of your house, I promise you, I would knock on the door and be like, yo. So somebody took my recycled thing. And now I think you have to pay an actual price to get it back. And I'm like, okay.
To get it?
Yeah. I said, all right. So I keep looking side to side. I know it's not my next door neighbor.
You need us to come down?
Yeah.
Who took Mike's recycle bin?
Got a barcode on. Ashley said they got a barcode.
Oh, it does.
Well,
I never knew that.
Yeah. So once we get done here, because the kids are gone, once we get done, I'm going to find out. I'm going to research how I can actually get another one and the whole nine. I don't know what that bothered me, but that bothered me. Like it's like having something like somebody walking up on your porch and taking something. They took the whole damn blue. Like it's a big ass blue container. And I was just trying to help the environment. Like Jay wouldn't even care. He'd be glad that somebody stole his joint.
Well, Now the responsible thing you're supposed to do is get clear trash bags to put all your recycles inside of those, so that the recycle people will know the difference, right? Because that's the eco-friendly thing to do, Michael.
I tried to tell Stacy that. I tried to tell Stacy that, but Stacy, once the container wasn't there, Stacy was like, she don't give a damn. I was like, Stacy, well, why don't we just separate them and then have them here and then have that? And she was like, and she got a little attitude with me, and I was like, I wish I would start a fight over some damn recycling.
Hey, Secretion, good morning.
What y'all fighting over? Recycle bins?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm like, we got a lot to fight over. I'm not fighting over recycle bins. I was like, I'm good.
That's true what Shawn says. Sometimes recycle people, when they do it, it'll slide to the next house. But I think he had his numbers on it. The neighbor wouldn't use, if you're 46, ain't nobody going, 40, 44 can't use that.
Dog, our container is 5'5". Like, there's no way. Breaking news, Mike. Breaking news, Michael Shawn steals his own recycling bin back. Yes, it will be a problem, but I don't know how to. I don't know if it says my address. I don't know what the barcode is. Like, I would love, because I would definitely grab it back, but it just annoyed me on that. All right, let's go to the next story. What's going on with Howard?
We got our doctor here.
Oh, Doc's here?
Yeah, he's in the waiting room. Looks like he's not in his normal situation. Let's pull him up. Dr. Aaron Smith, he's a Temple professor, 3 master's degrees. He got a PhD. Really smart guy.
That makes him better than everybody else.
When you got 3 masters and a PhD,
Mo got like 6. Like, honestly. Dr. Smith in the car driving.
Looking like a little kid. Like, can he see on the steering wheel? Like, what is that?
Yes.
Dr. Smith is in the goddamn car.
Yes.
Yo, I'm on my way to the movie. I never stopped. They let me
you still shooting?
It was over.
You're still shooting.
Oh yeah, I'm headed up there now. The call time 8:30.
And what's the movie?
Huh?
What's the movie?
The movie's Hustle. It's produced by LeBron James. Adam Sandler's in the movie, and Queen Latifah's in this movie. It's about a basketball, and it's centered around Adam Sandler and the 76ers. So it's a big Philly thing right now, and it's a good thing for the city.
All right, we're not going to keep you too long. Okay. We cannot talk to you while we see trees in the background moving.
I feel like I'm in a movie.
It just he's driving. He's looking like a little kid. He's driving to go finish shooting the movie Hustler.
Hustle.
Adam Sandler. Hustler. I'm a hustler.
Dr. Smith in driving Miss Betrayal. Like,
the steering wheel is big though. I never noticed how big the steering wheel was.
No, your steering wheel looks so crazy right now.
I'm on one of them fake rides with the rail in the middle of the car. You're not really driving it; it's going by itself. I do have one thing to share though. I'm gonna tell you why I called in. I was looking at some of these videos, and everybody was asking me about politics, and I was like, "Yo, the report was released that Anthony Fauci was well aware of the gain-of-function research and the testing in collaboration with Wuhan, China, and nobody's covering it. He was trending on Twitter, and Twitter tried to change the reason he was trending. He was trending because he knew. The same people I was talking about that day before I took the shot, Peter Daszak and Anthony Fauci and all this stuff. Now the report came out where they were actually checking how many times people got bit by bats that were working there and all this other stuff they said they didn't know. When you manipulate a virus to increase its potency and see if it's more transmissible from one species to another, from animals to humans, it's called gain-of-function research. Anthony Fauci funded gain-of-function research. And people are saying his connection to Wuhan, China is a major reason why 4 million people are dead. I don't know why we're not having a trial. I don't know why it's not back to the lynching days and we go grab this. I don't get it. So anybody wants to support anybody right now, I understand every thug and everybody who's disenfranchised and unplugging from the entire system. I feel them. F all of them. Until you want to be honest about Anthony Fauci, and they want to act like we should talk about January 6th. No, we should talk about, we need a commission on the Wuhan virus gain-of-function research. I'm a Democrat, and I'm more in favor of a commission on Anthony Fauci and Peter Daszak's participation in this virus than I am about people running up in the Capitol. I said it. I'm not a team player. I'm a human being, and I just prioritize based on my real live interests, not what team did the wrong. So if the Democrats did something and the Republicans did something, I'm gonna look at things like loss of life. And loss of life says it's more important. What these so-called conspiracy theorists Republicans been talking about is a bigger deal than what these Democrats are talking about, people running up in the office putting their feet on desks. I don't care about that right now. I care about who started this virus. And it looks like Anthony Fauci's connected. We need to go talk to this bull.
Anthony Fauci has been connected, but it's too much. Like, nobody wants to hear that. What people want to hear is that your steering wheel is so big. Do you have a compass?
Do you have a compass?
They connected R. Kelly 20 years later. They can connect Anthony Fauci 20 months later.
No, I totally agree with you.
That's why it's called research. And some Kathy said, doctor, that's why it's called research, and somebody has to fund it.
Yeah, but if it goes wrong, somebody should be held accountable, right?
No, but my thing is, nobody gets held accountable for anything. Like, this is why I'm like, if you want to take the vaccination, take it. If you don't, don't.
Yeah. Real
talk.
Just don't. Like, I took it.
Some people didn't really hear you. So you said Dr. Fauci, like, break that down. So Dr. Fauci it was some research, like, for those who might have missed it, because they was trying to figure out how tall you were and got a little distracted.
Wait. This is the crazy part, though. They even authorized the same type of research in the United States. It wasn't just in China. There's 11 places in the United States that Anthony Fauci and others approved this type of research being conducted. Dude, is dangerous. Period. Like, nobody wants to say what it is. Like, this is a problem. If my dad sold weed, he'd be in jail for like 20 years. Like, this is a problem. The level of double standard, triple standards is ridiculous. People died. Like, this is the thing. It was so sensitive that people were dying when COVID was happening, right? Everybody's like, don't talk about it. Oh, people are dying. Put your mask on. Shut your mouth. Okay, well, let's keep that same sensitivity now that somebody that you so-called like is involved. Don't give me no research funding now. The same overly sensitive, hypersensitive, put your mask on and all that. Get your shot. Everybody was all sensitive. Where's the sensitivity now that we got this report? I want that same energy. I want people to be extra sensitive and be extra, all animated and extra about what's going on. Anthony Fauci and Peter Daszak, head of the Eco Alliance. Peter Daszak is the one who said, don't entertain conspiracy theories about the virus coming from a lab. The dude that helped to fund the research in the lab was put in charge and told everybody nothing to see here. No, they need to be. This is treason. This is crimes against humanity.
And in what lab? What lab are you talking about? What lab in China?
In the Wuhan lab, I actually have a video. 2016, he was bragging about it. Peter Daszak is talking about their colleagues in China helping to intensify this virus so they can, better understand these viruses. Gain-of-function research is risky. It's very dangerous. People have known that. Anthony Fauci was one of the people who, when the United States said no to gain-of-function research, he was one of the people instrumental in making sure it continued. He should be in trouble. 4 million people. Last I checked, with Hitler was 6 million Jews. With Fauci, it's 4 million people.
Can he lose his credentials? Shawn is asking, can he use it like others have done? Can he basically lose his job?
People lose their job for sending a racist email, Jay Black. Like, people have lost their jobs as judges and senators and cops simply by forwarding an email they didn't even create about Michelle Obama and comparing her to a monkey. It's happened a million times. We're in the woke generation, right? Everybody's getting in trouble for every little thing. So if you can get in trouble for an email or getting caught on camera Karening out, yelling at somebody, which I'm not saying is a good thing, but we have seen a lot of these Karens get fired just for yelling at people and being racist. So if you can get in trouble for yelling at somebody for walking their dog or something, then yes, you should get in trouble for people dying. The reason why we all have masks on, the reason why all these people are dying, the reason why all these efforts and energies are getting put toward vaccinations instead of advancing, our world, is because of a couple people like this who spin around and try to play the hero. The fact that he was on the news every single freaking day and never use the term gain of function. Like, yo, don't let me, man. I'm not even gonna say nothing, man. I don't want to go North Philly, but man, yo, I don't know how they just standing next to the ball. If my family member died from COVID, I would talk to him. I'll leave it like that. I would talk to him. If I was around them people, I would talk to him.
So gain of function is the key. Like for those that may not fully understand what gain of function is, like when you say he didn't speak on
Manipulating a virus to see if it's more transmissible and if it can leap from one species to another, like animals to humans. So they were doing what do you call it? Mad scientist experiments because they want to better understand it. Or some people say they use it as a weapon, right? That's one of the reasons people say they do these kind of things. And they were messing around in the labs. And they have policies and procedures, how they have lockdowns and all that when it goes where it's supposed to go, because it does happen often. Of course, if you're working in a lab all day with something, there's a chance you can leave out the lab with it. And they know this. And that's why this report was showing they were monitoring how many people were in the caves with the bats, how many people got bit by bats and went in labs, what happened, this and that. Yes, but it's no different than Tuskegee. It's no different than the experimentation they've been doing for years. I talked about the book Medical Apartheid, Harriet Washington, the experimentation on African Americans from colonial times to the present. This is what they do. Holmesburg Prison, a book called Acres of Skin. This is what they do. They make guinea pigs out of people. Forced sterilization, all in Virginia and California. Not even telling women that they were getting the operation, especially when it came to those feeble-minded during the eugenics period. Margaret Sanger, head of what later became Planned Parenthood. This is what they do. Ask the 5%ers in Nation of Islam about Yaqub and the grafting process, mixing and matching all the genetic things, playing games. Evil scientists against nature. Bill Gates been talking about blocking out the sun for the past 12 years. Why would anybody ever do that? I was in Cairo. I looked at the pyramid walls. All you see is people looking up at the sun, basking in the sun's rays. You see Ra. You see all that. We love the sun. And you got this melanoma-looking, a sunspot face, looking like he's from the Ring, looking for precious cretin of a man, Bill Gates, talking about blocking out the GD sun. Evil, wickedly clever, devils. Nobody want to say what it is.
And I want one phrase, one term, or maybe it's just a word. I want the word, not Fauci. No. I want the word conspiracy, the phrase conspiracy theory thrown out. Stop using conspiracy theory. It's just a different view on something. When you put the phrase conspiracy theory, you make it sound crazy. It's not. It's not.
And that's what it was created as. Many people say it was created during the Nixon administration to discredit a lot of people who were learning things about the government. And all that. And then next thing you know, COINTELPRO and all that came out. And everything from Operation Paperclip to MK Ultra, right? To the experimentations with LSD. All these things have been proven true. Every conspiracy theories, they say what's a conspiracy theory now will be the truth in 6 months.
Yes.
Just give it 6 months, and everything people are saying,
And my other thing is, as minorities, well, I hate the word minorities, Black and Hispanic people, stop thinking Democrats are your friend, because Joe Biden right now may go down as one of the worst presidents in the last 15, 20 years. It's embarrassing. And let me get y'all ready for something. How whack and incapable the Democrats are. Donald Trump right now, this weekend, him and his son are going to announce a pay-per-view fight with Evander Holyfield and Victor Belfort.
Yeah.
They still have not been able to get him locked up for all the stuff they claimed he did. I'm telling you this because the next election, Donald Trump is going to beat a Democrat's ass so thoroughly. They're setting it up right now. They're setting it up right now. And the Democrats ain't going to be able to pull a Kamala Harris and a Barack Obama out their ass. Please, on this day today, I want y'all to see this, and it'll be on Michael Shawn and Takeover Legends YouTube. It'll be on Media Room 360 YouTube. Donald Trump, if you don't lock him up, will be a president again. Watch what I'm telling you. No Republican has spoken up against him because they already know it's about to happen.
Oh yeah.
They already know.
Back.
And they've already put their hands in the air and be like, he's coming back. And Sleepy Joe is sitting there embarrassing us right now. and let me take that word us. No, embarrassing the Democratic Party because I'm not effing with y'all no more. I'm voting for anybody, whatever tax break I'm in, whatever tax range I'm in. That's who I'm voting for. Because right now, Joe Biden's embarrassing. He's embarrassing. Like nothing has changed with anything with COVID while he's the president. And he was the one telling us Donald Trump's getting everybody killed.
Wait, he's trying with the mandate. I thought the mandate was something that he just recently announced yesterday, right, Dr. Smith, about the mandate making it mandatory.
And that makes it 10 times worse. I see one of the viewers or listeners said about the comment about the CEO of Pfizer saying that Trump told him the vaccine is going to get him reelected. Yo, that vaccine and the ineffectiveness, like what Mike was talking about, this whole rollout, the way they're handling COVID is going to get Donald Trump elected. Biden's out the equation now. The fact that we're not back to normal, the fact that people still need booster shots and they're not immunized, the fact that people are still dying and getting sick, and they're getting more. We're going back to getting depressed. We're going back to getting anxious. I don't know if y'all feel it in the air, but there was a time where there was a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of uncertainty, and we were really leaning into that back to normal. And they sold it to get our votes, and they made promises that they really couldn't keep. And sometimes people say, hey, you think you're better at running this? Let's see what you can do with it. And that's kind of what happened. The Democrats made a bet that their political butts really couldn't cash. They kept yelling about what Trump was doing wrong, like Mike said, and how bad it was under Trump. And then they got in control, and people got to see that there's really no difference. And COVID-19 and the vaccine are going to just demolish the Democrats before Trump even announces that he's running.
So what's the answer?
He said 40%. Kamala is one of the lowest rated vice presidents in history. And Biden right now is down like 40% from like 70. His approval rating for the virus was like 70-something% initially. Now it's like 40% or 39%. He's done. And he doesn't talk. He doesn't. Right now, when you're going through something, you need people to steadily reassure you. You need people to come on TV like Ronald Reagan used to, even when he was lying about Iran-Contra. He would come on TV at 8 o'clock at night. Y'all remember, interrupt your favorite show and be like, who killed JR? I'm Ronald Reagan. And today, like, talk to us, Joe. But the problem is you can't make a damn sentence without falling asleep or stuttering or losing your train of thought. So y'all want to play this game, this no pun intended weekend at Bernie's, and drag this half-dead, damn near senile, cognitive decline, virulent racist up in our face, and now you got what you asked for. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Democrats can't get anybody elected for the next 8 to 12 years. Because we're not coming back to the midterm. I wish a black person would tell me to vote in this midterm election. I might catch a case. Ask me to vote in the midterm election, and y'all gonna. I'm gonna have a dinner call. The steering wheel ain't gonna be here, but I might have my jumper on. Don't tell me to vote this midterm for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
What our nurse practitioner is saying that, well, how can Joe Biden help in the COVID when the governor's doing what they want to do in some of the largest cities and states?
He said, I'm going to be like FDR. I'm going to give all this money with like a new deal, $3 trillion. DeSantis said, oh, no, you're not. I'm not voting for that. I'll give you $1 trillion. If you do a third of what you promised, you're done. That means your response to this is politics. For whatever reason, when you make a promise, if you don't do it, it is what it is. You can't be like, well, what had happened was. Nobody wants to hear that on the block or in the White House. Nobody want to hear why what you said you was going to do didn't get done. That's not how life works. We're adults. You didn't do it. You didn't do it.
And
if you didn't go to work, you didn't get paid. You can't be like, well, let me tell you the reason why I didn't go to work. No, you didn't get paid. Like,
and the problem is with the Democrats, put Kathy's comment back on there, is that the man you elected is in his 70s. The man that was going against him, Bernie Sanders, just turned 80. This is who the Democrats have put on there. A 70-year-old, and there's an 80-year-old, Bernie Sanders. And I voted for Bernie Sanders. But my logic is you got 70-year-old and 80-year-olds that are supposed to lead your party to what? To death?
Well, Trump is going to be darn near 80 if he tries to rerun again, ain't he?
They're all in their 70s. And the guy that when Barack was in his 40s, you can't elect 70-year-olds and think they're going to do anything that's going to change anything.
Yeah, he's 75 right now. Trump's 75. So would he be 77 trying to, was it 2 or 3, 78, something like that? So yeah, 2 or 3 years from now.
Donald Trump is going to be the president again. If he does not go to jail, he's going to be the president again. And I don't want the Democrats to ever reach out to me ever again. Ever.
Hey, Casina's a little upset. She says Biden has been a effing liar, and like she's all over. She's a little upset since he's been in politics.
We're so programmed to hate. I
Jesus.
personally think was a good, and they want the racist lying ass Biden. Sweetheart, Donald Trump was not a good president. The only thing Donald Trump did, the only thing Donald Trump did is he admitted to how crooked everybody was in the government. You know why everybody was scared of him? Because they were like, we got this great crooked government, and now Donald Trump actually says what they do. He says what they do.
Wait.
You can't be coming at Joey B, Dr. Smith.
Wait. If Dr. Smith knows so much, why don't he run for president? First of all, whoever said that the smartest person should be the president as opposed to so many other things that smart people do? If you know about Ronald Reagan and Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bobby Kennedy, the smartest person hasn't been president arguably since Abraham Lincoln and those who mastered Black's Law Dictionary, and the Bible. Like the smartest people, slave owners were presidents, not the smartest people. People who are born into legacy families are president, who can secure billions of dollars in funding for campaigns are president, not the smartest people. The evidence of the ignorance of the reality of the process and leadership in this country is baffling. Second of all, if you're really smart, the last thing you would want to do is be president. So I'm proving my intellect by not getting involved with the corruption and the gain of function research and the dropping the mother of all bombs and the $300 million a day war in Afghanistan that took 77,000 lives. No, if you're smart, you stay far away, especially if you're smart in terms of spiritual discernment and spiritual wickedness. So I'm smart enough to know that I do not want to keep company with evil or keep company with devils. And I know the difference between an evil spirit and those who just make simple mistakes. I'm that smart.
But is there a flip side to Joe Biden having all of this dropped on his lap and needing more time to figure it all out? COVID is new.
Before we answer that, real quick, Dr. Smith. Before we answer that, where's Barack been? Exactly. Where's he at?
Where's he off? He gave us 8. He gave us 8 quality years, didn't he? So
so now he's gone. He's the one who told us to vote for Biden.
The Takeover legends gave you 20-something years. We still working.
Wait, so you gonna come at Barack now too? So it's Barack's fault.
No. When people say it was thrown in his lap, I got to run the movie after this. Last comment. Okay. So when people say it was thrown in his lap, no, it wasn't thrown in his lap, Jay. He ran 3 separate times over the course of 30 years, never winning one state until Clyburn helped him. There's been billions of dollars spent, tons of lies from when Joe Biden said he graduated top of his class to when he got kicked out for plagiarizing things in college. Like he's been trying to do this his whole life. No, you can't say it's been thrown in his lap when he spent the last 30 years trying to get the GD job. He dedicated his life to becoming in this position. It's not thrown in his lap. And he was vice president, so he knew what he was getting into. You can't turn around and be like, oh, this was thrown in my lap. Like, Negro, Grand Wizard, you've been trying for the past 30 years to get the job. Now when you got it, you're going to try to act like it's a shock and it's too much? Out of here, man. And you think, Jay Black, what black man could talk like that? When have you ever heard a black man, and okay, somebody get pregnant. You literally you threw this baby in my lap. And now I don't, deadbeat, watch out for him, garnish his wages, lock him up. Nobody want to hear from black men about anything. You never heard black men even use that phrase, Jay. This was thrown in my lap. They threw these felonies in my lap. They threw this neighborhood in my lap. They threw me in the lap of this neighborhood. Like, everybody's like, man, shut up. I'm a product of my environment. Black people could be born somewhere, have never been anywhere else, and could never even justifiably use it as an excuse for why they didn't prosper. I could be born in the belly of the beast, the worst neighborhood in America, where people get shot every day, and nobody in the world, not even my own family members, want to hear that that's a reason why I couldn't do anything. So as a black man, I kindly say, F out of here, Joe Biden, which you're rich, could have left, could have retired as a vice president, could have wrote a bunch of multi-million-dollar books, could have been like Barack and got $100,000. Well, he got $250,000 for speaking. Joe Biden could have got $100,000 per speaking engagement and kept getting and Hunter Biden, after smoking crack and everything else, could have kept getting all that money from overseas. They could have been multi-millionaires and minded their business. He knew he couldn't make sentences. He knew he was falling asleep every 15 minutes. He had no business trying to get the job after 30 years. It was not thrown in his lap. But I gotta go. Set calling.
You gotta go.
Okay, Dr. Smith.
Yes, Dr.
We
Smith.
appreciate
Stay Black
the
and
love.
Mo. Thank you, Dr. Thank you. We'll see you next Friday. Stay Black and Mo. Can y'all get back on the IG Live, please? Like, I don't know what's so hard about. I don't know.
I don't have a problem with getting on IG Live. I can get on there now. Jay Black.
Casino. I would love to go deeper into it, but it's hard for typing. When I say he was a good president, I mean as far as has exposing and being honest. There are people who think Obama was a good president, and to me, he didn't do shit. Or that's to me. I will also say all these people play for the same team anyway. Politics are only another way to separate us. They are all part of the elite, and they don't give a damn about us, period. And I absolutely agree with you.
Well, how do you support it? Like, don't you have to support Joey B at some point to get to a resolution? My whole thing is, everybody can say somebody is bad and horrible, but what's the answer? What's the solution? As Kanye said, you ain't got the answer, Sway. Like, what's the answer? Like, how do we support the man do this?
No, but I just want to know what black people basically made sure he got elected. What has changed for black people? Like, what changes? That's all I want to know. I'm not going to yell about it.
But that's still pivoting to something.
But can you answer what changes?
No, I get it. It wasn't no executive order like they did for the Asians. I know you spoke of that before.
I don't even care about an executive order. All now it is that now it's just everybody take a vaccination. That's their ploy now. Everything is take a vaccination.
I'm like Don right now. What's the alternative then? Like what? I mean, I could say you horrible all day, every day, but what's the alternative? What's the resolution?
Financial freedom. Financial freedom is the alternative.
Good morning, Suave.
It's all just the same ploy. It's been the same ploy since after they killed every civil rights leader. After they killed every civil rights leader and every movement, and they destroyed it. At that point, it's about making sure you. That's why they won't teach us credit scores in high school. That's why they won't teach us investments. They'll teach us history. For what? You ain't gonna teach the full history. They won't teach you what your investments. They won't. How do we go to high school for 4 years and there's not a class on the stock market? But you want to teach me algebra?
Because they want to teach us how to count their money.
Yeah. How?
As parents, can't you adopt that yourself to instill that in your own
You
kids?
can if you have financial literacy and understanding yourself. But again, that there goes that generational cycle.
How do you even know about this? There should be a class from the time you're in 8th grade about the stock market. Just laws about the stock market. What's illegal? What's legal? What is a retirement plan? How are you never informed about a 401k or any retirement plan until you go into a job and they still don't even explain it to you?
Yeah, I fought that for years.
They just tell you they take it out.
You want to try to answer our nurse practitioner's question? I think it was more so for Dr. Smith, but
what does wanting to be the president have to do with dealing with a pandemic? I'm not a team Biden. Don't give a rat's ass. I don't get the connection. What does wanting to be the president
have to do with dealing with the pandemic? So you can still want to be a president,
because Joe Biden wanted to be the president the entire time a pandemic started, and he told us he had the answer. That's why. He told us what he was going to do, and he didn't. And he can't. It's all bullshit. If you got the vaccination or didn't get the vaccination, we're still in the same damn boat. We're all stupid dummies for voting for Sleepy Joe. Look, I didn't want to vote for Trump. We all stupid dummies for believing that every time we elect a president, anything's going to change.
But you have to have hope. I don't know, man. Go ahead.
And so, I mean, and I'm not going to get into it again because every time we get into politics, but being a part of the process, I keep saying this from a local standpoint, a local level, that's where it starts, Jay Black. And a lot of times people say, oh, I didn't want to vote for Joe Biden, but you ain't want to vote for Trump either. And sometimes it is voting for the lesser of the evils. And what I mean by that is if you know Trump is definitely not going to do anything to support you and your community and what you need, for damn sure, you're probably going to go with the other candidate, even though he may not be as efficient or the best. You're going to vote for him because he's the best out of the choices that you're presented with. Yes.
But I'm with Shaquisa right here. She's saying it's easy to speak on mistakes someone else is making when you don't have to do it. So, like it's easy to always highlight somebody's flaws, somebody's shortcomings. It's very easy to pick.
The flaws are based on this system isn't built for us. So you have to be financially free and figure a way out to get that money. And I will tell you this, everybody will tell us that you have to vote locally. You have to get the judges, the DAs, you have to vote for everybody locally to affect your local situation. And that is true. The only problem is even in Dallas, Texas, where there's a large amount of black judges, the system is still corrupt. So, when I talk about financial freedom, I'm talking about being able to, there are enough billionaires that are minorities right now that can literally take over and say, this is our city. The NBA, I will say it one more time, is the new Black Wall Street. The NBA has more money than Black Wall Street that was burned down ever had. But as nobody will lead and go like, what are we going to do? What city do we literally want to create that there will be no drug dealers in? Oh, yeah, by the way, there can't be any drug dealers in our new city if we put it together, people. Is that hard to explain? Like you can't serve up. But there's people out there who can create this. So no, your vote. I mean, we're all gonna keep voting. We're gonna keep voting.
So,
well, you can't not vote. You have to be a part of the process.
You really can.
You can, but it's not. That's not an effective tactic to not vote.
And what was effective about?
But that means you don't have any say or any type of contribution at all in the process. So I don't believe in just saying I'm not going to vote. I don't believe in that.
Financial freedom with laughing emoji. We don't even have the freedom to decide what poison is injected into our bodies. Jobs are forcing people to take the vaccine. She has a patient that was told that they would not accept the doctor's excuse for them not having the vaccine.
Okay, do you know if Jay-Z took the vaccine?
We'll never know if Jay-Z took the vaccine unless he says so.
Yeah.
Financial freedom. Financial freedom.
Hey, Vern.
There are classes on it now, but it's an elective. Sarah's school is mandatory to graduate to learn about banking and financing.
She must go to a great school.
Oh, so that's a white school. I mean, no.
Must go to a great school.
No, that's my niece that goes there. She goes to a great school, but it's an elective. Listen, people, read the words. It's an elective.
Yeah, they don't have that in every school.
Well, with
mortgages should be how to get a mortgage, how to refinance a mortgage, how to qualify for a mortgage, how to qualify to buy a car, how to qualify for anything, a credit score.
But you know what this generation has that we don't like? They have these TikTok videos, they have YouTube videos, all of these things that are teaching them things that, like you said, that should be taught in school.
But what I'm saying is that all this stuff should be taught as soon as they teach 1 + 1 = 2. In the 4th and 5th grade, they should already be learning about this. This shouldn't be happening in high school. Put that last comment up. Jay Black, think about this. I believe there's a way for depopulation. I totally agree. We are taking a vaccine for a company that is backed by a man that said more than half the population needed to die off in order for us to survive. This is true.
Herd immunity.
All you got to do is YouTube it. Have you noticed every leader in the countries that refused to give their people the vaccine magically died or were murdered? This is a game, and we are playing the pieces. And listen, this is really dark stuff, and it is what it is, man. Like if you take it, you don't take it. Honestly, this is gonna sound so crazy.
Oh, Human Mill's here. Okay.
I don't think.
Good
shout
morning,
out to
Frank.
Human Mill. You can check us out on Human Mill, Michael Shawn and Takeover Legends.
Okay.
I think, yeah, right.
Not sure right now, but go ahead. But yeah, more to come related.
Either way, I don't think it changes anything. I took the vaccine. I took the vaccination. I literally wear my mask on the airplane. There's something bigger than us that we can't control. Local politics is the answer because the government of Texas us over big time. Oh yeah.
And the governor yesterday, actually, of Texas tweeted out about fighting the mandate for the vaccine and said it's your choice, but it's the same governor said it's not your choice for the abortion. So it was like a kind of a contradiction. How is your choice, governor, but yet you're making a choice for them with the 6 weeks. They must have, keep the baby abortion aspect, pro-life. But I guess that goes back to the political aspect of wording.
You see what he said.
Yeah, but we're also finding out what's on your local people's agenda. What's on your agenda?
The minute they say you have to take a vaccination. Now, I want to rewind. I just want to rewind because I just remembered I said this. The reason these vaccinations, and they're like, there's a lot of reasons, not just one. But there's one thing they won't do is they're not going to put us back in our homes because this country will burn.
Oh, the shutdown? They said it was coming like October, November.
And when they try this, and the reason why they haven't shut everything down now, we watched that NFL game last night with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys with 60,000 people in the stadium with no mask. They had no mask on.
It's Florida.
Explain to me this. Joe Biden is so furious about this, right? There was a football game with 60,000 people with no mask on. So what the fuck are you talking about, Joe? Exactly what are you talking about? If you're furious over vaccinations, you just watch the biggest spreader thing ever televised, ever. You just watched it. And you didn't say a thing about it. You just said...
Can he do that, though? He can't mandate sporting events, right? Ain't that up to the teams and owners and...
And I know you're just giving us...
I know. But yeah,
Doug,
but that's
if
the thought.
You're saying everybody needs to be vaccinated and every business owner cannot run their business unless people get the shot, and you watch a football game from your goddamn White House that has 50 to 60,000 people sitting there with no mask on, you think I'm that stupid? You want these vaccinations for a reason that is bigger than this. Because you just watched everybody. And guess what? This Sunday, there will be 32 teams that will have at least 60,000 people in their stadium.
All of them.
With no mask.
Yeah, no restrictions. Yeah. But like Suave said, Biden was the lesser of two evils, right? So they all bad. Trump allowed racism to run way free. Like Trump, it wasn't even an option, right? Trump had to go. The racism was out of control. It was literally the lesser of two evils. A lot of people thought. You want 4 more years of Trump, or you going to try something different with giving Joey B an opportunity? And I still think he's still in that window of opportunity to try to change things when you're fighting against governors of their own states doing what they want to do, against Republicans not necessarily want to approve things and picks. And it's still not an easy job. So, I mean, I get what some of the people are saying. Giving the man a legit chance and supporting him through some of this, unless you got a better answer.
To this point, this is the best answer I can give. I don't know anymore. That's how bad Joey B's been.
It's hard.
I don't even know anymore. Joe Biden at this point is the ultimate fraud right now.
Keep going, Casino. Don't stop. We appreciate all perspectives. Go ahead.
Joe Biden is like the ultimate fraud right now, and I don't even know what else like. I don't have look. I'm not that intellectually inclined to be able to be like break down the way Dr. Smith breaks things down. But Joe Biden has literally been so disappointing. But it's not even him being disappointing. I feel like we were set up. Like they were like, this is the person that you have to vote for. It wasn't that we wanted to vote. Because actually, I really wanted to vote for Bernie Sanders. And I did. The primaries I did. Because Bernie Sanders made too much sense when he said we deserve universal health care. But was so brainwashed that literally people were like, no, we should pay for health care. You can't have free health care for everybody. We should. And he was like, wait, why? State colleges, if you live in a state colleges should be free. Yes. They were like, but how can we do that? There's no way we should get free. Like, we're so brainwashed that we were like, Bernie was like, you should get this. You should get that. Minimum wage should be at the minimum at $15 an hour. Like, $15 an hour? How could you pay us $15 an hour? This is what middle class people and lower middle class people saying. How could you pay us $15 an hour to work at McDonald's? Because it should be a wage that you can actually take care of your family. $15 an hour doesn't even take care of you, your wife, and one kid. And they were like, well, I don't think we deserve that. Bernie was saying everything we deserve, and we literally said to say, but we don't deserve that.
I'm so far behind on these comments. I'm sorry, y'all. So many
Wasn't
comments.
there a soccer game stopped because of yes, there was a soccer thing stop. No, there was a soccer game. We won't get into that. There was a soccer game stopped because of what was going on. Yes, I'm watching you on Humor Mill right now. Okay. Back to the regularly scheduled program.
So we are over there. Cool.
Shout to Humor Mill. You can catch us on that if you download the Humor Mill app. If you're watching that on that, please leave a comment. Mike, he's old. He haven't woke up yet to comment. It's scary. It's still scary. This thing is scary. Y'all saw what was that last one?
Night. She was saying, yeah, we saw last night what it was like at the football game. No mask.
Football game.
It's going to be like that all weekend. And we're excited to have football back. We want to be out there. We want to be in the stadium.
All of that want the stadium money. The spitting and the droplets and the
dog and the announcers. Hold up, the announcers didn't say one thing about COVID.
Out of sight, out of mind. Don't talk about it.
They didn't say, Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth didn't say one thing about COVID. They really just called it like a regular game. And you want us then, the normal people, to believe that these vaccinations are crucial? You didn't even ask those people if they were vaccinated. And you had 60,000, between 50 and 60,000 people in a stadium with no mask. And then you want to mandate mask. Look, I don't have a problem wearing a mask. I really don't. But how do you have 55,000 or 60,000 people in a stadium and it's not a requirement to wear a mask? And then you tell people that they have to wear a mask on a fucking airplane.
But if they don't say masks are needed, then he's wrong, right? Because why didn't you put a mandate out there? Why didn't you try? Damn if you do, damn if you don't. In some aspects,
put a mandate on it, and you didn't even make a comment to the NFL. You couldn't get the NFL to agree with you. You couldn't get the NFL owners to follow your lead as the president of the United States. You can't get the damn NFL owners to follow your mandate with masks. And Sunday, it's going down bigger. Please, somebody do the multiple.
Action says that we could deal with Trump for 4 years. We can handle 4 years of Joe Biden.
You know why we can handle it? You know why we can handle it? Because there's no difference.
Good morning, Mr. Bill.
The only difference is the protocol handled in presenting it. Donald Trump didn't have any. He's like, F it. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I want you to multiply 32 home games times 55,000 minimum. Those are the people who are going to the stadium with no mask Sunday. Multiply that, and then, bam, let's do the HIV thing. If you've had sex with this person, you've had sex with all the people. So now, all the people that they're exposed to, they're going to go home.
They got to get their parking lot. They got to get the concession money. The parking lot. It was a $40 to park your car. It's season ticket holders. They ain't trying to get nobody no money back. It's a whole lot of money involved with the stadiums, the concerts too. I know some comedy shows get canceled now but people they want to keep these events going. They got to get their bread, right?
But then you want to listen. I think masks should be mandated for kids going to school. Bow. That's it. I think they should be mandated. But you can't have 32 different stadiums across the country having over 50,000 people with no mask and then tell me, and I'll wear it. I don't care. But I understand people getting pissed when you go when I get on a plane with 110 people, I got to wear a mask. There's no social distancing in the stadium.
Listen, you're on top of each other in those stadiums.
Yeah, you're real close.
From the back to the front to the left to the right, they're not doing every other thing.
I watched the goddamn game. These people were shoulder to shoulder saying defense.
Yeah.
Defense. Let's go.
Droplets, everything going everywhere. No mask everywhere.
What are you telling me right now? What are you fucking telling me right now? I'm supposed to be that idiot that goes, oh, wear the mask, but enjoy the football game? Bitch, you're crazy.
But you should protect yourself no matter what no one else is doing. Let's being real with that, right? You shouldn't care if somebody else don't have a mask on. Shout out to Super.
So you're
Good morning,
protecting
Super.
yourself, right? But it still takes everybody else to use the same precautionary measures in order for everybody to have the maximized level of safety we possibly can. So yes, I'm wearing a mask. I might wear two. But if I got 5 people around me who spit and yelling, and one of them may have COVID.
Dude, there's nobody. Watch the football.
The power is in the money.
Watch the football game Sunday. Watch the football game Sunday. Nobody's going to be wearing a mask. And then they're going to tell you when you go to CVS, you should wear a mask. No, fuck the Florida. No. It's not going to be in Florida. The New York Giants in New York City are going to play a home game.
Well, all the teams.
They're going to have 70,000 people.
Let that happen and I don't get to go to Hamilton.
And Mo can't go to Hamilton because she doesn't have
after paying $170.
She doesn't have vaccinations. Nobody is going to be at dog. They're football stadiums that are saying they're going to ask for vaccination cards. There are 80,000 people. Do you know how long it will take to get 80,000 people in a goddamn stadium? If you stop everybody and ask for a vaccination card. Do you think season ticket holders are going to be asked for that? Do you think the media and everybody is going to come on, y'all? Come on. I'm really trying not to I'm trying to not let my head explode. This is I've been saying this for fucking since I was 27 years old. A genius is somebody who's mastered common sense, and a great liar is somebody who makes you doubt your common sense. I just watched a football game yesterday where there was over 55,000 people with no mask, and you made me wear a mask to get on a fucking airplane. Just please explain to me.
Her last line. I tell people all the time. I'll go. I tell people all the time to stop calling this a conspiracy. If this conspiracy is happening in front of your eyes, it's facts. It's no longer a conspiracy.
And I said that when we just talked to Dr. Smith, take that word conspiracy out our damn vocabulary. This is just a different opinion. It's not a conspiracy. It's a different view and opinion. That's all it is. That's all it is. I'm going to Kathy said I'm going to a high school varsity football game tonight. I'll be masked up, fully vaccinated. God bless. And listen, Kathy, I'm down. I'm fully vaccinated. I wore my mask on the airplane. When I got off the airplane, guess what? I sat down on my couch, and I'm so blessed to be with my kids and my fiance. And I sat down on the couch and watched 50,000 people wear no mask and root for the game. And I watched the game. But I was like, I'm not stupid.
I'm not going to be in the stadium.
Yeah.
Being outside is different from being inside, being in an airplane. In the airplane, you're breathing in recycled air. So being outside in the stadium, I guess what
we were supposed to social distance. They sat next to each other and rubbed shoulders and high five. They didn't even take a wipey and clean their hands. The president. Oh man, y'all crazy. The president don't control that shit. It's a pandemic. If we're so scared about the pandemic, last year, ladies and gentlemen, last year the NFL had no people in the stadium. But when money got involved, they can't go 2 seasons. What has changed? We're talking about there's a variant. If a president can't go back to that last statement. If a president can't control it, why were there no people in the stadium last year? Nurse, is that our nurse?
Well, no, that's Suave. You talking about Suave? Oh, Casino's right before it. No, because that wasn't the nurse.
Oh, yeah, the president don't control shit. They answer the people. I'll leave it there.
Are you talking about his cabinet? You're talking about the cabinet.
Being outside is different from being on an airplane. In the airplane, you're literally touching each other in a stadium with 60,000 people. Think to yourself what you just said.
What did Trump say? Trump said what? Don't wear what?
No, you can read it.
Trump said don't wear a mask, and now his entire family is now vaccinated. If Bernie won that spot to be president, he would have been the president. We don't participate in all levels of government, but we are all getting better. These are the same folks that wouldn't kneel for a black man, and now we are saying don't have to wear a mask, and we get away with it rather.
Oh, this is absolutely bizarre. Like, it's not, listen, man.
Man, let me get caught up. I'm sorry, y'all. We try to read all y'all comments. Go for it, Mike.
Because we have to teach our kids to be financially ready for the world out here. I just feel sorry for most kids out here. I know that have moms and dads that they're going to grow up in the world where it's so divided that most of their parents can't sit down for a change and read a book to their children about finance and how to break it down to help them step by step on how to even save money and to know what a bank account is. But they can teach their kids how to be grown folk. Okay, Dave, I understand where you're coming from, and I know how genuine you are with that. Now, listen, I have been blessed in my life, and I think all three of us have been blessed, even though we go through struggles. We all go through our struggles and what we have to do, because everybody in life is going to go through struggles, hard struggles, not easy struggles, shit that is on your chest and on your shoulders that you have to wake up every morning and deal with. But I have been blessed enough to be like, my daughter has a job, my oldest daughter has a job, and she knows a percentage of her check has to go to a savings. And simple. That's a simple simple thing for me, where she knows that this is the money that's going to, if she wants to buy a car, this is the money that's going to, but it's something like letting her know that your credit score is basically more important than actually having cash in your pocket. An 800 credit score is worth more than I don't care how much money you got in your pocket. An 800 credit score is going to get you whatever you want.
Goddamn credit.
Yes. Mark said, remember when Trump went in on NFL owners about kneeling, right? What did the NFL do? Now we have a pandemic with the president saying nothing, huh? Listen,
that was a dog whistle for the racism, though, for the racists out there with the whole American and taking it purposely, misinterpreting, taking a knee. I thought that was a dog whistle by Trump, though, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was a dog whistle also, but but my point exactly. Don't say a president can't do nothing because Donald Trump made it that Colin Kaepernick was not in the league ever again.
The influence.
So don't say a president can't do nothing.
The backdoor influence.
Like Sexy Mo says, spitting droplets, defense. Listen, but this is what I'm saying. This is why I look at people crazy when they go nuts and start yelling at people on planes because they got to wear a damn mask. I look at people like crazy when they start coughing on people in grocery stores, and you're like, why are you? If there was no pandemic, you wouldn't cough on somebody. But I do understand the point that if 60,000 people are at a stadium next to each other, and then you say wear a mask at the CVS, logically that doesn't make any sense. That what we saw last night on TV didn't make any sense. David Burns, and these are the parents. Oh,
she said yes. I'm sorry. Yeah. So the nurse is saying yes, it's safer than inside, but it's not safe. Well, yeah, being outside in the stadium, it's better to be outside than indoors.
But it's still not safe.
Those 50,000 people all had to use the restroom. They all had to use the restroom.
Coughing, sneezing,
the people
loud.
Yes, the people who handed you your hot dogs and ribs and chicken fingers were inside.
Doing this to their nose.
Not the chicken fingers, though.
Doing this to their nose. I put something in my mouth. I just took out my cell phone.
Yeah, let's be real with the chicken fingers. I don't care how cheap they are. Chicken fingers, if you're hungry, are always good. When they're bad, they're good. When chicken fingers are bad, they're still good. Did we miss a break?
Yeah, we just got live with the we'll start fresh next hour.
Okay.
We'll start fresh.
The vaccinated don't care if they are now super spreaders because they feel they can die. They can't die.
Well,
so they don't give a damn if you don't die.
And
I'm vaccinated. I'm still wearing my mask.
I was gonna say that's not everybody who's vaccinated, but some people who are vaccinated is giving them a false sense of security, and that's because of all of the misinformation that's been put out there about vaccinations. It's basically empowering some people who didn't want to wear the mask to begin with the fact that you always hear this. Well, I'm fully vaccinated, so I'm good. You're good around me. You can take your mask off because I'm fully vaccinated. Well, your fully vaccinated ass can still catch COVID and still spread it to someone else.
Yeah, but who told us? Who was the one? Who was the one when we? No, it was not. It was the government when we first got vaccinated.
Misinformation.
And y'all kept telling me if I put this condom on, I can knock off a crackhead in the butt. Y'all kept telling me that.
In the butt.
Y'all kept saying I can put it in the butt in a crackhead in the alley. Go get it. You're vaccinated, Mike. Who cares?
Right.
Good point, Super. Yeah, and Philly just had Made in America, Mike. Thousands of people down there, but they were supposed to. They were supposed to be vaccinated with masks on.
So that whole thing about showing your vaccination card, we know Philly is always on all kinds of angles. Let's be real about this, Jay Black. How many of those vaccination cards do you think made it into Made in America and they were fake? Let's be honest.
Oh wait, what's the name said I can't go on my cruise because I'm not vaccinated. I haven't had COVID because of my choices to be free of this disease over being less sick. She can't go on a cruise, but she can go to the goddamn football game with 55,000 people. This is what I'm saying.
That trumps my Hamilton ticket.
I don't think people are crazy for being upset about. I don't think people are crazy for being upset on how the mask mandates are being done. I'm down with it. But I do understand why people go like, how the hell can I not go on this cruise?
But book a cruise. You gotta know the rules before you book a cruise, though. Suave side.
No, that's not.
These are new rules that they're putting in place, Jay Black. These are new things that they're putting in place.
If I bought them tickets for the Tampa Bay game last night, 3 months ago, well, it doesn't make any sense, y'all. This is what I've been saying. The leadership of this country doesn't make any sense. I can't go on a cruise, but if I had enough money, I could go to every regular season game that my team plays and not wear a mask.
Right.
Laugh out loud. I was disagreeing with you, Mike. You should wear a mask on the plane too. No one should be in the stands. Yes, no one should be in this. I wear my mask on the plane. I wear my mask on the plane.
She's like one. That's the first point. And then the
Yes,
second point.
number one. Yes, I do. And then, but this is gonna happen. Dog, I can't multiply this. 32 times 60,000. Those are the spreaders that are going to the stadiums, and nobody cares about that. But then you tell Sexy Mo she can't go see Hamilton. Then you tell this person they can't go on a cruise. What's the difference? Like, I don't get what the difference is.
And I wear 2 masks, Michael Shawn, especially in situations where I know I'm going to be around a lot of people, whether it's an event or whatever. I just did a wedding, an event, and I had 2 masks on the entire time. Even though people say, oh, yeah, I'm vaccinated. Everybody here is mostly vaccinated. It's still my personal safety to do everything I can to lessen my chance of contracting it.
And that's why you're part of the show. You wear 2 masks. I know if I knock off 2 hoes. Like, that's why you here. Like,
it's like wearing 2 condoms, Michael Shawn. You know, double the protection.
Blame China. Y'all blaming everybody but China. You just IG Live, you just here now. Because I said I'm not mad at somebody. I was not. The one thing I wasn't mad at was Trump saying, China started this.
Well, there are movies that came out prior to all of this hitting the U.S., right? I'm talking about made in like 2018, 2017 with a COVID base. They mentioned COVID in these movies. So this stuff has been mentioned on movies before. But then when you say it, that's why I say, put that last comment up. I'm sorry, Jay. When you mention it, they go like conspiracy. Take the word conspiracy out and take common sense. There are movies right now that have COVID in them right now that would film like 6-7 years ago. A whole full pandemic breakout.
I'd like to thank you to take the time out. I guess that was me that spun out. Well, that was your guys that spun out.
No, Jay Black must have hit a button. He muted us all.
Oh, weird. Uh-oh.
Oh no, there I go. I'm sorry. Dave and Shaquisa, they've been talking about. I think they've been going back and forth with themselves about parents teaching, being able to be
about financial literacy.
Yes, it's up to you as a parent to make sure you instill those. You do your research and you sit down. You have that with your kids. So you talk to Monty about the credit score, about starting a bank account, putting her on your credit card to help build her credit up. So she's getting that authorized user. Like you take that into your own hands to help give them that, set them up for success in a sense.
Yeah, and guys, when it comes to parenting,
he did stay in the butt. He did.
I'm not. I said in the butt. I did. I said in the butt. and I want to be the first person to say this. When it comes to parenting, I'm not a 10. I'm like a 7.
Well, there's no manual that comes with this thing called parenting, Michael Shawn.
But all I'm saying is like the school systems literally have forced me and forced us parents to go like, in order for you to realize you are so busy teaching me geometry and algebra. Why are you teaching these kids what refinancing means? On a lot of things, refinancing. Why are you teaching them those strategies? Why aren't you teaching them simple things like what a cosigner really is? Or if you are a cosigner, the responsibilities that come with being a cosigner.
It's really yours. Yeah.
Like, why aren't schools teaching that instead of like killing kids with trigonometry and all this other stuff? And listen, I know the sciences are important, but as important should be another class. You got classes where kids are being taught to cook.
Shout out to DECA.
And I know in every state it's called, there is like home ed on the East Coast.
Distributing Education Clubs of America. Yeah, they no longer here.
And I'm not mad at it. But since we're doing basic stuff, factual stuff, can we please tell everybody, how about this? Why isn't there a class that says your first job this is what we're gonna tell you what your check stub is gonna look like, and we're gonna tell you exactly all these little words that are next in your check stub. What is it? Monty came to me and said, and we've all done it. What is this? What is that? What is this? You're gonna tell me we don't have a class in school that tells people what is good, what's gonna be taken out their check?
So my son goes to an autism school, right? And so it goes all the way up to 21. They have an actual TD bank, like a real branch bank in their school. They have like a shop right where like the older population go and they'll work, and then they go into TD bank and they cash their check on Friday. So it's like a community-based model that they teach them life skills. They don't even have that in mainstream, typical developed, schools or whatever. I don't understand that because my son does have a small working knowledge of that, even from school.
Right.
So, to your point, Michael Shawn, I feel like even just having that in life skills, like, they teach them life skills. They let them go out and work. Why not just put that little portion in there as well, and not just say, oh, well, your parents should teach you at home. Yes, it should be reinforced at home. Yes, you should. But the basic foundations to me should be definitely exposed to them in school.
And Suave saying she personally know how easy it is to fix your credit in a timely fashion. Now we get that one late payment that's going to stick on there for 2 years.
So even something like that, J Black, you can get that removed. And these are things that I wasn't taught. My mom didn't equip me with financial literacy. I had to learn that on my own later on in life.
Why even start down that road of having late payments and then needing to go to somebody to correct it?
Because I had no idea that late payments affected my credit forever. I had no idea. I thought
I paid it.
If I kept the car, it was all good. I give you I give you one better. Like now, I give you one better. So you pay your rent on time for like 12 years. You're paying rent. Now Experience comes out and says, well, guess what? We're going to give you credit for paying your rent. Ain't that about a bitch?
Or now your electric bill, or your electric bill, or your gas bill.
Now all of a sudden, everybody's like, okay, we'll improve your credit because we forgot you do pay other bills than the ones we consider important. That's an amazing thing. But those are the things that need to be taught to everybody. Because in actuality, and then I'm going to take a break because I got to pee. This country can't survive with everybody being financially free. This country can't survive on that. This country needs poverty. Because
you need it. That's what you're saying? It needs poverty?
These cats need poverty because without poverty, you can't feed the prison system. You can't feed the prison system. Nobody will understand how much money the prison system really makes. You can't feed. There's so many things that happen with poverty that there's so many people who get paid off of poverty. That they get paid off of poverty. It's crazy. Because nobody in this country should be poor. I'm not saying it should be we all gonna be rich. No. Everybody will hate this when I say everybody actually should be good.
I agree with that.
And people go like, I can't believe, what are you, a socialist? What do you mean? No, everybody
should be financially comfortable is what you're saying in the U.S.
I didn't say comfortable. I said
just good. Meaning like you shouldn't have to worry about your next meal. You shouldn't have to worry about if you have shelter over your head. You shouldn't have to worry about, are me and my children going to have to sleep in my car tonight? Those things. I mean, just the basics. So healthcare. If I stub my toe, am I going to have healthcare? Even if I have a job, am I going to have healthcare? You literally can have a job and they tell you make too much to qualify for Medicare or Medicaid.
I get the healthcare, but all the other stuff. So your rent's supposed to be helpfully paid for. Like your food is free. Like I don't get where y'all going with. You should be good. What is when you say
meaning
good?
You should be able to make enough money or have some type of resource to where you don't have to worry about your next meal and whether you have shelter. Those are basic. That's not creating lazy people. I'm saying making sure that you create a means or an avenue or a resource or way for people to make sure that they can live comfortably. And that means, again, having shelter, the basics. I feel like in this country, there's no reason for us to have such a homeless population heightened the way that we do. And I'm not talking about people who have drug or substance abuse problems. I'm talking about everyday working people who are one paycheck away from not having shelter, one paycheck away from not being able to feed their families. And it happens here in America.
For the most part, the majority of us are. And if you look at, I mean, how many people really got 10, 20K in their savings? Like, how many people have that money just sitting there? So a lot of people are check to check in a sense, or that one paycheck away. But when you just say good, I'm thinking like, is that, I don't know, because people are
not rich. I'm not saying rich, but are you good? Like, is Mike frozen?
Is he frozen?
Mike is frozen.
I ain't even realize he wasn't jumping in. Yeah, he just dropped off.
Mike is frozen, but yes, I mean,
talking too much. The government on to him.
To Mike's point, like, yes, when somebody says, "Are you good?" That means, do you got the basics? You're not going to be sleeping in your car tonight, right? You got heat, you got, you got electric, basic stuff that I see firsthand people struggle with. I mean, it's people out here working 2 jobs just to make sure that they can pay their rent, because the rent median wherever they live is outrageous. New York, I live in New Jersey, a 2-bedroom easily $2,000, $2,500. So you take somebody and you put them on minimum wage, working minimum wage, and they have a family of 4 or 5 people. How are they surviving?
I guess you got to move from New Jersey then. I mean, that ain't the place for you.
So you're talking about moving, but then you also have to have the resources to move. Do you know how much it takes to even get an apartment these days? You're talking about first, last, and security, right? That's 3 months rent. Who just has about $6,000 or more just laying around up and put down on an apartment to move? So it's a whole bunch of variables. So I get what Mike is saying about people need to, what would happen if everybody in this country was at least good, meaning stable, not rich, not outlandish. I'm not talking about going and being able to buy the latest bag or latest shoes or whatever. I'm talking about just making sure that they are good with shelter and food, and that worry is just discarded and taken away.
And focus on blessing is bringing the mind, body, and spirit into harmony. It may not seem important, but it's and what actually say? I said to Bill Gates. I heard that before. Bill Gates gave everybody $1 million. We wouldn't struggle
He was still
until they blow it. Until they blow it, because they're not financially.
So again, you're changing the mindset, right? You're changing the mindset. If everybody was good in terms of just having, and I'm not saying make everybody millionaires, but just making sure that they have the basics. I don't have to worry about shelter. I don't have to worry about feeding my family, which is one of the most stressful things ever if you're a parent and you're having to worry about keeping a roof over your kid's head. These are things that, again, cause health problems. It causes it's like a trickle down effect when you're not good. So I understand what Mike is saying about, what would the world look like, or what would America look like if everybody was at least good in that aspect.
Action said, understand that we all went to Harvard. Who would be working at McDonald's?
Well, again, I'm not saying that everybody should be rich. I'm not saying that everybody, and don't confuse that, because there are people who went to college and who have college degrees who are working at McDonald's because they can't get anything else. There are people who they consider overeducated who can't get a job right now, who are saying, you know what, that McDonald's job is looking real good. Can I get on fries?
Yeah. So it's having those classes to teach, like you said, the financial aspect and how to manage that money. You just making sure everyone is good. My first thought was, okay, is that going to make people lazy? But I guess my wife didn't like it either.
No, because you still have to have a resource.
My wife, I just looked at my phone. A person can bust their ass and make minimum wage of $7.50.
Yes. You'll never be rich. You'll never be good. You'll never be stable. You're still living paycheck to paycheck trying to figure it out. Rent keeps going up. You basically just barely had the minimum to cover it with your 2 minimum wage jobs. Like, I think the system is set up for failure. I've been in court before where a judge, a psychologist asked the young lady, well, you seem unstable. You keep moving around. Why are you keep moving around? I looked like, What do you mean? Why she keep moving around? Because she can't afford the rent. She can't afford to keep a roof over her kid's head because the rent keeps going up and she's only making minimum wage at both of her jobs. That means you're busting your ass to work almost 80 hours a week and you still can't meet your basic needs. That's not lazy. It's something wrong with the system. It's broken.
And Mike is back. The government let him back.
Yo, I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, that's how it works sometimes.
That's how it works when the government want to shut you down.
Then all of a sudden,
and the funny thing is, I didn't want to be irresponsible because I was like, well, if the internet's not working, I can just go do a black. I was like, I can do a black him out break and just go. Like I was like, but all right, let me try this. So I called Stacy. Stacy was like, no. I said the bill ain't paid. She was like, no, the bill's paid. Like for real. And then I was looking at the TV behind me. I was like, oh damn. She was like, is the TV on? I was like, yeah, the TV's working. She was like, well, that means everything's good.
Process of elimination. It's your
I was like, I think I got shut down.
Yeah, but Mo was making some good points about the whole what you was talking about, financially stable and making sure everyone is good. Like you said, we're the richest country in the world and everyone should be good. My wife had to just check me. I just maybe thought, well, wait, that's gonna make some lazy people. You're being handed free money. You've been handed your rent is good. You got
that's gonna make some people who are mentally that can make you well, right? Because if I don't have to worry about whether my child is eating, whether my child or my family has a roof over my head, that's gonna solve a lot for me. I'm going to have a peace of mind. I'm going to be able to relax my shoulders because I know that at least those needs and those things are being met.
Okay, let's be very focused here. They are people. It's going to make hella lazy.
We're not talking about people making people rich.
The truth
we're not talking about people being rich. I'm talking about making sure that everybody is good. Meaning you're not homeless and you're not trying to figure out how you're going to eat.
Okay, it's still going to make people hella lazy. But that doesn't
look at unemployment. We just coming out of that. They were super hell lazy. Getting
so there's always going to be someone taking advantage of the system. But I'm talking about basic human needs. That's what I'm talking about, Jay Black.
Well, and once again, it's still going to make people hella lazy, but it doesn't take away from the fact that everybody should be good.
And being good doesn't mean that it's handed to you, Mike. Because I'm creating a resource and making sure that they're able to maintain those basic needs. Because you got people out here who are working 2 minimum wage jobs, 80 hours a week, and still are in jeopardy or one paycheck away from not having a roof over their head or having something to eat for their family.
I agree with you. It's still going to make certain people hella lazy. And I still agree that it should happen. It should happen. But I don't want to hear about the people who hella lazy because I don't want to hear about the banking companies who get bailed out every 15 years and they get $1 trillion and they're lazy again. And they're pulling off the same mortgage scams once again.
Predatory lending.
But because they're part of that system, nobody looks at them as lazy. No, y'all lazy because y'all get them loans and y'all put people in these situations because y'all lazy. That's what I'm saying. Yup, you're right. Oh, these are some great points in this conversation. Yeah, but now I'm tired. And Friday, I shouldn't be tired like this. I'm tired.
You got your hoodie on. You just got a haircut.
Yeah, I'm so tired. Like I woke up an hour early because the hour changed, and I didn't figure that out. I called Jay Black, and he was
the hour change?
Yeah, because now
he was Central Standard Time.
Yeah,
and
so
flew
now
back to the East Coast.
Yes. I forgot about that.
I'm all screwed up. That was the new Child Tax Act on evictions. Yeah, they got a whole bunch of stuff that goes on. I ain't getting none of it because I ain't do my taxes. It's Friday. I didn't get none of it. I got $56 for a child credit because I didn't get my taxes.
Something's wrong with that.
No, he made too much. When you make a certain every dollar over,
you're in that higher tax bracket.
Yeah, but this is the thing that kills me. Like y'all always sweating people if they get y'all on my Social Security number crazy if I make money while I'm on unemployment. But y'all can't figure it out. I've been unemployed. So they're like, you haven't done your taxes yet, so you can't get the credit exempts the way you should get it because they still got you as being employed.
Over your last,
so they have
but y'all know I'm getting unemployment. But if
scammers.
But if I'm working, if I make money while I'm unemployment, y'all get that immediately. But y'all can't figure out that I'm not working till I file my taxes. That's crazy.
Yeah, Tam.
He got 3 kids.
He got a half a tank of gas. He got a half a tank of gas.
The reason why I'm going to repeat that. The reason why they don't know they can't switch it is because they're going by the money I was making then, and I haven't filed my taxes. But they do know I'm on unemployment, and they do know if I get paid while I'm on unemployment,
they want their money. They want their money. They want their coins. I saw you, Michael Shawn, on social media. You was on stage with Rodney Perry. Run me my bag.
So, bitch, now I'm not talking to Mo. So I'm talking to the government. So, bitch, why didn't you know that I didn't have a job when it came to all of a sudden the child exemption? Y'all were like, we don't see that.
Right.
But then y'all see everything else. Like, shut your ass up. Like,
it's the last hour. Just let all the F-bombs fly, Michael Shawn. You still got some cuss words on credit.
So we are going to take a break here. I think Veda was. We had Veda on last week for our adult conversation Fridays. We have that still coming up. Of course, Sexy Mo is coming up too, Mike, with some.
Yeah, but she's still on her cell phone. She still ain't got a laptop.
Well, not sure of her.
Because I'm tired and cranky now. I'm ready to wrap it up.
And then we can talk about our human male audience. That we do have a different audience. I know they're officially here with us.
Listen, where I'm at, I don't care where you at. Where I'm at is 922, and all I'm saying is I'm crashing.
You crashing? I'm slow burn.
Man, listen, I'm crashing.
Mark said it's Friday. He said it's Friday.
Hey, now I'm really crashing.
It's Friday.
Let's take the quick break. It's 3-minute break, Mike. 3
Why?
minutes.
But why? Oh, it's because human mill. Because we got to do that.
Human mill. Yeah, we on this cable. We'll talk more about it when you come.
Because we got more people watching now.
Yes.
Somebody set a goddamn check.
Yes.
Shout out to smoke a black and mild. Go ahead. Bye.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let bepublished.org publish and promote your work for less. Bepublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. Bepublished.org. 972-880-8316.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. All right, that is really dope. Stephanie, I watched a little, get a sock, put uncooked rice in the microwave for like 1 minute or so.
Yes.
Get a damp cloth. Wait, what is this about? What is this?
So for your neck, she's trying to help you for your neck.
Lay it in the area, the dry cloth on top of the sock, rice. Heat and wet heat that will. All right. I love the fact that you're saying that.
He's trying to help you out.
You sound like a tube sock. Filled with
I
rice.
love the whole. There's no way I'm doing all this. Like you would have to text me directly because there's no way. So lay it in the area of the dry cloth on top. The sock rice heat
out. Mm-hmm.
It's wet heat. That will work through the muscle. Bam. Dry heat pads. I don't have dry heat pads. It will dry your body out. Okay.
Yeah, she said it's like a tube sock filled with uncooked rice. I never heard of it.
Yeah. Last time I used a tube sock, I was like 11. But okay.
Dirty.
I told my mom we were having her on the show. She wanted me to ask you real quick about Candy. It's about Real Housewives. I said I didn't want to ask you about it.
It's okay.
It's okay. Answering those. Okay. But she said my mom said the show is over. Candy wants $4 million. They're not going to pay her. The show is done without Candy. What are your thoughts on Housewives and where they at right now and going forward?
I don't know if that's true that she wants $4 million. I did see that on a blog. I think the problem with that show is putting random people together on a show like that is never going to be the magic that what it once was. The reason why the show worked is because the people had real and organic relationships with each other. So you cared about these girls were friends for 10 years prior to this. When you just get celebrities like, oh, let's throw in this celebrity, that has nothing to do with the cast, that is not going to be the magic. So they need to retain the people that actually rock with each other.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Yeah,
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Yo, Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Happy Friday, everybody watching the show. And Veda's in the building.
Hey, Veda.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Y'all want to do?
Good morning. Hey, girl.
We got all types of listeners on Human Mill. Get that app. You can download the app and watch us and Media Room 360. And I want to tell you, I just want to be honest. And I know Human Mill, my man Frank Holder is going to be so mad at me. And Jay Black's going to be so mad when I watch the clips. And the show ain't as good as the damn clips. Like, I'm just telling you, like, this.
What?
Who's editing?
Where did the clips come from? Then, if it didn't come from the show,
dog, like whoever did those clips, I want to clap it up. I was compelled. I was watching, like, God damn, we really had those conversations.
We had a lot of conversations, had a lot of guests over these last several months, and we need to probably start booking some more guests. We'll start bringing some more guests on too. I think that'd be cool. They said good morning, Veda. So Veda was on last Friday, and it was an adult conversation. It was kind of like freaky conversation, but I call it adult conversations, y'all. It was a lot of stuff discussed last week.
All right, let me tell you about Veda. Let me tell you just quickly about Veda. Like, I see Veda a lot. Like, I've seen her like in a lot of places, right? And there's certain moments where when I see Veda, because I like the people that I work around, I feel almost like I work with Veda, even though we were on different stations. So I always have a boundary. I'm like, there's a boundary. I'm like, I never look at that person as somebody like I'm gonna smash out.
Okay.
This
is where we're going.
But there are just certain moments when I look at Veda and I said I should have smashed her. Like, there's certain moments where I'm like, I think I should have pursued. And one of the times, and I'm just saying this as a man. I'm not Stacy. Let me live. My fiance is already listening, going like, I will beat your ass. I'm saying, for some reason right now, Veda looks like vulnerable. Like, for some reason, I feel she's in the dig out mode right now. I'm just saying, like,
eyelashes on, no makeup on. Like, yes, I'm just worked out. So yes, I'm a little vulnerable right now.
I feel it. Like, for some reason, I feel like I should turn down the lights. For some reason, like I feel like I should turn my ring off. Like,
but Mike, you full of it. You know, as soon as you meet, as guys, a lot of times when you first meet somebody, that thought initially, it may not be there now, but you may have a thought when you first met Veda or whoever first female you worked with. You always size up for a little bit, right?
No, once I left, I think Philly was the first like real job I had. We were like teenagers. Like, we were asses. Like, but once I moved out of there, I was like, yeah.
He done grew up.
No, I'm saying, like, it causes a problem if you're having sex with somebody you're working with. It's going to cause a problem.
Absolutely.
Veda.
Veda looked, and Veda. So, did it cause a problem? Did you ever get some D from somebody who worked in your office?
First of all, I was going to say, though, I think men like women when they are less made up. I think that's what attracted you, because when women are in their, natural state, no eyelashes,
right,
eyeshadow, no nothing, just straight out the bed, and she don't look like a booger wooger, then you are attracted to that natural state. So that's probably because you're not used to seeing me like this.
Yeah, because y'all honestly, y'all don't get done up for us. Y'all get done up for the competition.
For ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
No, it has nothing to do with your fucking selves. Y'all such liars. Y'all such goddamn liars. You're such liars when you say.
Let me tell you something. I have gotten more attention going to the grocery store with a headscarf, like my head wrapped up, or coming out of the gym than I have made up. Like, I don't know what it is, to your point, Vita. I don't know what it is that guys like, yo, you look good. I'm like, yo, I look a hot ass mess today. But thank you.
The point is that when y'all go out, y'all don't get dressed for us. Y'all get dressed to compete with other bitches. That's what you do.
You got a point there.
Because you both just said, Vita said, when a man sees me with no lashes,
yes,
and in my normal, they're attracted. Mo, you just said, I get the most attention when I go to the grocery store and I'm not all done up, because we actually get annoyed. It gets too much. Y'all do too much. And y'all do too much to battle the other chicks that are in the building.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I used to get up and go to work to the morning show in the morning, and Jazzy Black would be looking all fly, I'd be like, "Oh no, you ain't gonna outfly me, bitch. You ain't gonna outbeat me, bitch." I'd be like, "This is my show, where you cannot outbeat me, bitch. Somebody beat me. Hurry up, these bitches outbeating me." You know, so you are right. We do be in competition secretly with our sisters,
but it's not secretly. That's another lie. It's not secretly. It's not secretly.
Mine wasn't a secret because I said, "Bitch, what you not gonna do is outbeat me in my own show." Okay, so bye. Take that off.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We just want y'all to look. We want y'all to look. I don't even say good. Like, we just want you to be in your natural state and just be like, cool. And I don't mean natural. Like, I'm not talking about you got to be natural. I'm not getting into that whole thing. I'm saying regular. If you look good regular, yo, I really want to smash your brains out. If you look good regular, like if you look good regular, like I don't even want to think about what's going to happen if we go to a function or whatever. Just give me the regular, and then we're good. And you know, so I just thought that was interesting because guys' opinions have been lost on women. Y'all don't even pay attention to our opinions. Y'all get together and y'all decide what is dope and what a man wants, and then y'all go with it. Y'all don't even ask us no more.
Because if we asked you, we wouldn't be wearing eyelashes. Because men are like, leave them shits alone.
Yeah.
So my wife just texts, tell Mike I ain't in competition with no chick. I get dressed for me. When I get done up, it's to remind you, meaning me, what she looks like.
Okay, but that's an unfair situation because y'all been married for how long now?
7 years.
That's a good one, Lady Q.
But y'all been married for 7 years, so it's a different angle because you're not walking in them streets trying to get nobody. You have your man at home, so you know you can. You got your, which Jay would call the in-house.
The in-house.
You got your
in-house.
Yeah, we can call Jay the same thing. Lady Q, you got your in-house D. Jay Black ain't nothing but the in-house.
The in-house.
That's all he is.
Oh God. So we're gonna do some stories. You're gonna go in relationship. What do you want to do, Mike? It's up to you.
Okay, so since we got Vita and we got Mo, and I'll start with Vita, and because I know Vita is super over the top, but I don't want you to be over the top. I want you to be really honest. Okay, so you're a radio personality. You are a major radio personality in Dallas. Everybody who knows anything about radio knows you. In a relationship, what can hurt your feelings? Just straight hurt your feelings in a relationship.
Oh, what hurts my feelings? Oh my God.
Okay, Mike, good question.
That's a hard one.
And Vita, I asked you that because I wrote this joke where I said the word hurt your feelings, that phrase, people take that as corny. But in actuality, when you tell somebody you hurt my feelings, that is the most vulnerable you can literally be. If a man really tells a chick, like you can curse at a woman and you can be like, yo, you really disrespected me. But when a man says, you hurt my feelings, like half the time you're going to get clowned. You're going to be called so-and-so. So I know that's a vulnerable spot. What is something that can hurt your feelings, Vita?
Oh God. My feelings don't get hurt very often. I'm very dominant. Like I like to hurt the feelings. So I would say, I wanted to say disrespect, but then when somebody disrespect me, I get more disrespectful. So it's not like a feeling hurt. It's like it's on.
Yeah, that's almost like a high.
Yeah, it's
That's almost like a high. Oh, you want to disrespect
I'ma
people?
get you.
Let's go.
Mo, help me out. Like
No, Vita, because you have feelings. You have feelings.
But this is a person that pee on people, Mike. She likes to pee on people. Like,
but that's only because she likes to dominate people. So that means there's a side of her that needs to dominate, and there's a reason. There's a reason. There has to be something that somebody has said to you that has hurt your feelings before. And you could be 15, 16, no matter.
Okay. You want to know what?
Yeah.
Okay, there's specifically something that someone said that hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But okay, so me and my dude was in an argument.
I thought she was about to say orgy. I was going to say, where we going with this?
Oh my God. Okay.
Go ahead. And he said,
okay, first of all, I know it wasn't true. So
I already know what this story is. Please edit the one word. Just edit the word, but go ahead.
Okay. I knew it wasn't true. So
God, I can't. I'm turning my mic on.
I want to hear this. If it made him turn his mic off.
I got my dude we was in an argument, and he told me that my vajayjay stunk, and I was so hurt because I know it didn't, because I use something called panty cake, and panty cake makes your vajayjay smell like cake.
What's panty cake?
So I was so upset. I called the police. I called 911.
Hold on, Vita. Are you on a laptop?
No.
You on your phone?
Yes, I don't have a laptop.
Okay, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I called 911.
All right, Mike, reenact. Be the 911 operator, Mike.
Should I be the black operator, the black chick that hung up on everybody, or should I be the 911? How may I help you?
Hello, I need you to come get him out my house. I'm at
yes. I need the address.
Please send somebody out here right now because he needs to leave my house.
Okay, who is the gentleman, and how is the gentleman? Is he a relationship? Is he a boyfriend or a husband?
Yeah,
he is.
Yes, my man. But we are getting into it right now, and he needs to go.
Is he threatening you? Is he threatening you, man?
Well, no. They asked me, has he touched you? You know, and I said,
has he
no.
touched you? Has he touched you in a physical? Yes. So you say,
but I still out here right now. Right.
Okay.
Now.
Why, Miss?
No, I didn't tell it to them. But I told the
Jesus.
police when they got there.
Oh, Jesus.
So when the police,
oh my God,
I was outside by the garage because I was hot. Okay. And then
it was hot.
It was a black police officer and a white police officer. So the black police officer, he was like, "Tell me, so what's going on?" And I said, he said my vagina stink, and I know it don't. And I know it don't. Oh my God, Jesus. So the black police officer was very serious, but the white police officer was like, "Is this why we're here?" And I said, "I want to get him out my house right now because ain't nobody gonna sit up here and tell me my vagina stink because I panty cake, so I know it don't stink." And that's what I told the police officer.
Oh my God.
And I know it don't stink. So he needs to. I'm not staying here with him. He needs to go.
Wait, but that's his opinion. Like,
No,
how
it's
you gonna
not
get him
your
arrested?
opinion.
That's his opinion.
You're being mean to me, and it's not your opinion because it don't stink. So that's
because you use pancakes, so your
Panty
vagina
cake,
smelling like
panty-
batter. Like
What the hell is panty cake?
Panty cake is a vaginal elixir. So it makes your vagina smell like cake. Here's where it looks like. It's called panty cake.
Oh, she for real.
He might not, but he might
I
not
thought
like.
females douche. I thought they just douche.
Oh no, you're not
What is
supposed
this?
to douche. You're not supposed to do that.
No, I don't know. That's what I heard back in the day.
All right, I don't know why you got on the bed. I don't know why you got on the bed and you
like
pulled that
cake.
out, but you're not gonna put that on
Smell.
right now.
Smells like.
So how do you put that on though?
Oh,
You put it in your fingers like this, and then you rub it in there. It's an oil.
So you rub it on the labia, or you rub it and it goes inside.
Not in the hole. Just
okay.
Yeah, just like, and then you put it in your booty too.
Mike, you know what a labia is, Mike? You know what a labia is?
So I've never heard of, and I'm pretty sure a lot of our female listeners have never heard of this panty cake.
So let me tell you how this came about, right? So my friend,
We're so off topic right now. We're so off topic.
But I'm so interested.
brings your pH level back, and it smells like cake. So say you've been exercising all day, right? You know how, or sitting with your legs crossed all day. And let me think about women. If you cross your legs all day,
you're sweating.
Odor, you're sweating. But when you put this down there, it's a barrier between the sweat and the coochie, and you still smell like cake.
And so it doesn't give you a yeast infection or nothing like that.
No,
it doesn't give
it keeps your pH levels balanced, so it prevents yeast infections.
Yeah, but it's like when a guy puts on cologne and he still stinks. Like why don't you take a goddamn shower? Like if a guy puts on cologne and he been funky the whole day, all he is funky with cologne.
Even if it did, you can still put this on it.
You say dirty cake?
Panty cake.
It's panty cake.
Okay, all right. So
makes your panties taste like and smell like
panty cake. Okay, all right.
Panty.
So
I just lying. I knew he was lying. He was lying.
But it hurt your feelings. Let's get back to the point.
Hurt my feelings.
It hurt your feelings so much that you invested in the panty cake thing. Because you were like, it's never gonna happen again.
No, I was using panty cake even before.
Oh, that's why you were confident.
She was confident. She said she had panty cake on and she knew it ain't stink.
You just saying that to hurt my feelings, and you did, so you gotta go.
So that in itself,
and let me
questioning
just
your
say,
hygiene.
Let me just say one more thing.
Go ahead.
I was a friend of mine, and she got pulled over because she only had one headlight. And when the cop got to the car, it was the same black cop. And I was like, "Oh my God, you remember you came to my house because I called you because I said my man said my vagina stink." He was like, "Yeah, I remember that." And then just walked off.
Because he probably ain't want none of the shenanigans.
The black cop so rude. I was like, why are black cops so rude sometimes? You know?
Because Veda, he pulled over your girl because she really had a headlight out, and then you go, "Oh, you don't remember me? You came to my house because my man said my vagina stink," and you didn't even say vagina. You said the P word. He's like, "What is wrong with this girl?"
He didn't want to have to write that report.
I kind of was like, "Hey, remember me?"
So Veda, other than somebody critiquing your vagina's smell, there was nothing else that hurt. I mean, I can see why that would hurt your feelings. Like, did you ever talk to him afterwards and be like, "Yo, that was a bit much"? Like, we both know between me and you, my vagina don't smell. Oh.
It has coconut oil. And wow, okay, this is real. $25 for a 1 ounce bottle. This is real.
So how long did the bottle last you?
Well, you only put like 2 or 3 drops. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it lasts a while, a long time.
Okay.
USDA certified.
Okay, I'm trying to be serious.
FDA certified.
Okay, enough with it. I'm trying to figure out. Veda's putting her defense mechanism. She's being funny, and I know that's a true story. But there has to be something else that somebody said that hurt your feelings, and it's not about your vagina.
You know what? You know what hurt my feelings? When my general manager, when she let me go, when she transitioned me into another life, because I don't call it being fired, because can't nobody fire me.
Well, I call mine being fired, but go ahead. But God bless. Go ahead.
I call it being transitioned to another position. Okay.
All
So
right.
when
All
I
right.
another position, my general manager told me, she said, "You're not a good leader." That hurt my feelings. Words hurt my feelings. Put it that way. Words hurt my feelings.
Even if
I
it's
am
true.
very sensitive when it comes to words. Yeah, even when they're true, they
It's
still hurt
worse
my
when it's true. What do you
feelings.
mean? Even if
Yeah.
it's true, it's worse. A lie don't hurt you. So when so Vita had her.
Yeah, you see, because I was not hurt, but they was kind of hurt. But I was like, "But you lied to me."
Because I have this.
I
So
wasn't a
Vita,
good
were
leader.
you a good leader?
No.
I love that. See, that's why I mess with this girl. That's why I mess with her, because I answered the same question quickly. So why weren't you a good leader?
Because I'm dominant, very dominant, and so a good leader has to be more understanding than anything. Oh, I done brought books and everything on how to be a good leader because I know my time is gonna come again. So I'm trying to work on being a good leader, but it was always me, me, me. It was never us, we, team. It was always, I got us here. Da-da-da-da-da. I don't want to do this, and I don't want to do that, and da-da-da-da-da. And you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You need to do this, and that's not a good leader.
Read the energy bus, Vita.
Who?
She bus like a bus.
Yes, it's called the energy bus.
Okay.
It's a book. Read it.
Now I got John Maxwell. I'm reading John Maxwell's book about the leadership qualities, but I'll get
Power
that.
of a positive team.
So when your general manager told you that you were the leader of the morning show, you were on TV, it was on the radio and on TV at the same time. It was simulcast. So when you go back and you're like, I wasn't a good leader, who do you think in your team? I think it was J. Crew. It was
chaotic.
It was Jazzy. If there was somebody that you had to go back and be like, maybe not apologize, but explain your behavior, who would be the main person that you would go to and be like, all right, let me talk to him or her?
It would probably be chaotic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And why is that? That's interesting. Why is that?
Because I was mean to him, but I was mean to him in a sense of I used to run the boards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right. I was like mean to him in a funny way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I felt like could, how you talk about each other, you play the dozens and whatnot, but he was very sensitive about it. So I didn't recognize his sensitivity about it. And I kept, joking about different stuff. And I think that he took it the wrong way. And then I used to run the board, right? But when we got on the TV show, everything had to be right on time. And I would go over sometime because, hell, it's my show and I just want to do what I want to do.
Right.
And so they made chaotic run the board. And I felt like he took something away from me. And so I got a little meaner then too. So
damn.
I would say that I would have to sit down with him.
Wow.
We don't even really talk. We just kind of we don't like each other's pictures on Instagram.
It was official now.
Deep. That's deep.
It's official now. I like it.
That's deep.
Wait, so he caught it the most, but for some reason, from a distance, I haven't talked to anybody. Like, I'm saying this from a very.
Cruz? That would be J. Cruz.
I always thought it was J. Cruz that you guys would butt heads, like, for real.
Well, me and Cruz are like brother and sister. Like me and Cruz butt heads, and then we call each other, and we'd be like, "What the fuck is you? Why you doing like this? Why you act like this? Come over to my house. Let's smoke one." No. Like me and Cruz. To this day, we're good friends. We still go to each other's house. We still like each other's pictures on Instagram. We still call each other. We still have a relationship. I don't with Chaotic.
Chaotic's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
All right. So
I don't think you like me.
Yeah, but I think I think you guys were in a stressful situation, and you were. I mean, I'm not making excuses, but when you get in that keg, when you become the morning show, it turns into a whole another realm. I always wanted to know, you were in such a comfort zone during the afternoons, right? And Jay was in a comfort zone. Jay Cruz was doing the nights.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever think about, And this is why, because I've been offered this and I've been in that situation like 2 or 3 times. Do you ever wonder to yourself, maybe I should have just turned it down and just chilled in the afternoons where I was in pocket. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? I was there.
I thought about that in the aftermath, but I always want more. I always want to increase. I wanted to be the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? The afternoon is not the quarterback. I wanted a team. I didn't know how to run a team, but I wanted a team. I wanted more. I wanted increase. I wanted to be the top of the totem pole. So yeah, afternoons was great and easy, but I just wanted more. I wanted way more. I wanted a nationally syndicated show. I wanted the world to hear me.
Yeah, but you know what we've learned is that Angie Martinez has done afternoons for like damn near 25 years, is making like $4 or $5 million a year. And there are people, but I get what you're saying. Wow. Oh, I just lost my train of thought. I want to get back to it. Okay. So we're on the getting your feelings hurt. We're speaking of Veda Loca. For anybody in the DFW area, you know who the hell she is. I don't have to explain that. Beautiful woman who's got a whole lot of things going on. And we're talking about getting your feelings hurt. Who broke your heart for real, for real? Like for real, like you were sick for a little while.
Don't be tough. Be
Don't
honest.
be tough now. Don't be tough. Don't be tough now.
What? I a nigga broke my heart for real.
You never had your I mean, God bless, but you ain't never been you ain't never been sick afterwards and been like a 2-3 week period where you're like, God, I wish he was right here laying next to me.
Why does it have to be a dude? I think that
female would be even better. Like, let's go.
Let's talk about it.
Tell me about Tanya.
He loves girls who likes girls.
Tell me about the girl who broke your heart. Let's go.
No. I think when my heart was really broken the most is when my son had stole from me. That broke my heart. Like, you know, I'm not gonna let no dude get the I broke her heart thing. No. My heart was broke when my son had stole from me when he was really young, and that really broke my heart. Like my heart was hurt.
How old was he when he dug in?
He was in the middle school. No. He was in sixth grade.
How much he steal? Like
$700.
Oh wow!
Oh, it wasn't just $5 out the purse.
I thought it was ice cream money. I thought she was gonna take like $5.
The bitch was the LeBron James of stealing. Like he started straight out of.
What the hell did he buy?
Well, see, a friend of mine who, you know, he go over his house, he had a friend named George, and George's father and mother, you know, would have Dylan come over sometimes. And George's father had said that he had an iPhone for sale and was like, you know, if you know anybody that want to buy an iPhone, let me know. Well, Dylan heard that and decided he wanted to buy the iPhone with my money. So he knew where I kept my money at, like in a drawer, you know, stash somewhere. And he went and he took it. And the boy's father called me and he was like, Dylan is over here trying to buy this phone. He got a whole knot on him. Do you know where that knot came from? And I was like, what? And so I went home and I checked my shit and it was gone. So I was like, yeah, that's exactly.
Did you whoop Dylan ass?
Boy, I karate chopped him in his face.
Well, the positive side is he knew how to count $700 evenly to get, you know.
That was nice. That was.
And you know
nice.
what I know?
Steals evenly.
I took him. I brought him to work with me, and I told everybody on the air what he did, and then I had people call up, and I had them talk to him, and I made him talk to everybody.
You shamed him, no. You can't.
No, that's a lesson. That's a major lesson. That's a major lesson.
And I had people calling up and no one was mean to him. Everybody was like, you know, you can do better. You are a king. Some lady was crying and praying for him. Like he just had to sit there. You're not allowed to, there's repercussions for everything that you do. Everything that you do is repercussions.
I think the amazing. No, go ahead, Veda. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I had did that instead of hit him. Because
that's what I was gonna say. Thank you.
It doesn't do anything. It does nothing. It really makes me feel worse than probably him. So I wish I hadn't, you know, went off. And I felt what I did way more than just putting my hands on them.
Damn. I mean, that was a good, it was bad. It was a bad situation. But I
you
was
know
thinking,
what?
It is
told
real
him,
radio.
So I know what it is. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. So
right.
I have to stop. I have stopped going to the self checkout because every time I go, I steal something. So I'm like,
it didn't beat. It's still going in the bag.
I'm trying to be a multimillionaire, and God is not going to bless me if I keep stealing in the self checkout. So go in the self checkout.
That's so funny.
Know who I am. So he got it. He get it honestly.
Get it honestly. He got it honestly.
Yeah.
He got stealing. That is such an oxymoron. Look, he got this trait of stealing honestly. Like that is
yeah, he got it honestly. So I'm trying to work on it, and I'm, I can't keep stealing and then trying to get blessings.
So I know you're so transparent. We're speaking of Veda Loca. Everybody watching us, all our new viewers, thank you for joining in.
Yeah.
So when's the last time you've been with a woman?
It's not me.
Pivot.
Oh, probably maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I remember
10 years ago.
Her name was Rolanda. Yeah.
So a young girl phase. It was just a phase.
No.
Okay.
But I was gay, but I wasn't gay. You know what I'm saying? Gay.
There's a difference, J Black. It's levels to it.
You could be gay, but gay. Okay.
Gay. I was just gay.
Okay, so explain what playing gay means. What does playing gay mean? What does that mean?
I just did it when I wanted to. I was doing it in high school. I stopped in my 30s. I stopped.
And what was going on? Like, what was your role in this? Did you guys share roles? Were you the guy, not the guy? Were y'all just two females?
I like being with women, and then women and men, like, menage a trois.
Right.
I didn't want to be with no woman outside the room. Like, I don't want to hold your hand. I don't want to go to the mall with you. I don't want to
we ain't going on no date.
Yeah, we ain't going on no date. I don't want to kiss in public. It was just strictly bedroom for me, and inside the house. It doesn't have to be in the bedroom. It would just be outside the house.
What if a woman's in a relationship right now, right, and she really loves the man, and he's giving her like the pressure about having a threesome, what would be your advice to her?
Don't do it. See, I've been in plenty of threesomes, right? But I've never been in a threesome with my man. Like with my man. I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it with somebody else what I don't see every day. But with my man, he used to ask me all the time too. Not this, but the one prior. He used to ask me all the time, you doing other people? Why you coming over here?
So you pee on people, but you won't bring another woman to help. I'm confused. I'm so confused.
Now, when Jay brings this up, this is from a conversation we had with Veda, maybe like last week or the week before, when she was very open to the urine fest, and
urine fest. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Bisexual closet. I'm not in the closet. Like, I talk about it. Like, I talk about being bisexual to anyone, but I just don't want to hold your hand outside the house. I don't know.
So now,
because I'm not gay.
You're not gay.
She's only at level 1 gay. She ain't. She ain't
gay with rules. So Mark said you gay with rules. Not outside, not in public.
I like penis now.
Now, Jesus.
Well,
okay.
I always did.
Well, she always did.
I always did, but I'm saying I'm strictly penis now.
Okay, are you single or in a relationship? Are you still in that thing? Like,
I'm in limbo.
You're in limbo? Mm-hmm. But do you have the house to yourself? No, you don't. Okay, this is weird. This is 100% weird. So hypothetically, if a guy wanted to come over, he couldn't just come over and just no.
Got to meet at the hotel.
Well, I don't want to date anyone right now. So, but if I did, yeah.
Peter, you got a lot going on right here. What's your favorite? Now, you gotta. These are quick, fast questions. What's your favorite color?
Orange.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite sound? Yeah, sound that you hear that's your favorite sound.
Money's counting on a money counter.
Okay, what's the sound that you hate the most? The sucking on your teeth. These are not my questions. These are questions I've watched somebody else ask. These are questions. What's your favorite curse word?
Bitch.
What is the most insecure part of your body? What are you most insecure about?
My vagina.
Because it stinks. No.
Why? She called the cops. It hit home. She ain't like. Get you some panty cake.
Okay, these are not my questions. I watched this on the actors.
Don't make me call the police on you.
Oh my God! If you say Veda's vagina smells, she calls the cops. If there's one occupation you could do that you don't do. There's one thing that you'd want to do. What would it be? One job that you'd be like, I always wanted to do that.
Work in an advertising agency and come up with creative commercials like Blackish, like the father on Blackish.
If there's one,
like commercials and stuff.
If there's one job you would never want to do, which one it is? What is it?
Oh God. Work at McDonald's?
Work at McDonald's. When you get to heaven, what would you want God to say to you? What would be the ideal statement he could say to you?
As soon as I get there?
As soon as you get there, you just brought your ass up there.
Bitch! 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 Hey, bitch!
We have not done any sexy mo stories.
That's okay, because Veda turned me on to panty cake. So I'm about to go out there and look for me some I want to see what the panty cake is about.
So real quick, Mike, just say goodbye to our other viewers real quick. I'm gonna put this image up, and then you come back and close out.
Everybody on Human Mill checking us out for the first time. Thank you so much for checking me out, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, and our very special guest, Veda Loca. Follow her at Veda Loca and follow all of us. It's Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
All right, stay tuned. 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead, Mike. We can stay. We ain't really got to leave. Go ahead.
Veda, my coochie sensitive, so that shit bet not give me no yeast infection.
No. Let me tell you why she started it, because she had yeast infections. She just started dating a guy and she wore condoms all the time. Made her have yeast infections.
Right.
So she didn't want to use Monistat all the time because that's a chemical. So it just so happened her boyfriend was a chemist. So years they were just putting different stuff together to get the pH level where it needs to be.
Right.
So this started out for her pH level, but ended up smelling so good, and it's only 4 products, and you can eat this. Like my dude.
So it's natural. It's natural. Okay.
They eat it out. It's like eating cake.
Okay,
well, I put this on his stuff too.
I need the link. Yeah, because y'all know y'all be having smegma. Y'all balls be stinking.
Yeah, it's for guys too.
Not my balls. Yeah. Not my balls. Okay, we're wrapping this up. Everybody have a good weekend.
We're really done. Okay.
It is 10 o'clock, right?
Friday.
It is. It's 10:03.
She thought it was gonna be a Freaky Friday.
Sex and stuff.
I didn't even know it was gonna be next week. We'll do straight Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
I just wanted to get to know you, Veda, because you look cute right now. I wanted to get to know you. Look
Freaky
cute.
Friday.
I wanted to get to know you on the bed. You got the little tights on and everything like that.
I gotta go get my COVID test, or I won't be going to Jamaica. Love y'all. Nice to meet you, Veda.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Just getting her D right there. All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for every damn thing in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anybody take that thing away from you. It's Michael Shawn, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, and our special guest for Freaky Fridays. Veda Loca.
We're gonna let her come up with the topics next week for her segment. How
You know
about
what? You come up with the topics next week. You talk
Whatever
about
you
whatever
want.
you want. You can
Whatever
talk about
you
just peeing on somebody's bottom lip. Just on the bottom lip. Just on the bottom lip.
What? Do what?
Just peeing on somebody's bottom lip. I don't know. I was thinking of
Nah,
just
you
on.
went too far. Too far.
Veda, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Y'all, we will see you on Monday. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.